Akbar Jiwani, who will be present. He's the PMC who will be presenting himself. They, just a reminder, this is not a selection of the PMC. It is a presentation, introduction and presentation. The selection will be done in the SGM. So I hope many of your doubts, questions, everything will be answered today. Thank you. Over to Mr. Akbar Jiwani.
Okay. Hello. Yeah, keep that. Yeah. Start. Hello, everybody. To all the members of Shaurabh, Seetal, and Samir. Uh, Hearty welcome to you. I'm Akbar Jiwani, Project Management Consultant. And today we are going to go through the journey of what a self redevelopment is be there. That is something, it looks scary also, but it is fruitful also. So as a project management consultant, first few minutes is a voice. Barabar? Hello. Yeah. Is the first few minutes, I will just go through into giving as a PMC what I'm doing. And what all projects I'm doing. I won't go through all the detail, but I'll just go through the few cluster redevelopment which I'm doing. One is at Malad. Can't hear me? 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute. I'll just try again. Otherwise, I'll use it. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, it's better. Yeah. So I'm a, PMC for cluster redevelopment of 53 societies. 48,000 square meters is the plot. It is at Malad. And it's almost 20 months now. And very soon, in 3-4 months, we'll be getting one of the corporate builders for that. Second one is I'm doing one 32-acre SRA project in Cuff Parade. Plus, even I'm doing the Maker Tower A and B, Cuff Parade. One of the prestigious locations are there. And plus in Malwani also, which is almost 25-acre plot. I was also consultant for the Motilal Nagar complex, which was the MADA layout and all that. So, and I was also awarded the best PMC award in 2004. These are the trophies, and this is how we do the networking. I also promote self-redevelopment wherever required, where now SRA है, MADA है, ऐसा self-development का भी authority उन्होंने बनाया है. These are the programs we do. I regularly do such redevelopment programs for knowledge and information sharing. Today also we are going through this journey of redevelopment. It is a presentation. It is more of an information to you. Nothing to do beyond that. So these are the projects. This is what we are doing. And this is the 32 acres Cuff Parade. Then at Malwani, which is 109,000 square meters. And this is how we, the whole idea is रीडेवलपमेंट के प्रोसेस में नॉर्मली ऐसा होता है कि जो भी आएगा बिल्डर करेगा, तो दैट इज नॉट राइट. जो भी आएगा बिल्डर करेगा, बट वेर एवर आई एम द पीएमसी, आई सी दैट द प्लान्स आर मेड everyone पढ़ रहा है ओके लंबा रुको ये ठीक है ओके ओके I'll try sorry for the technology issue सो एज अ रीडेवलपमेंट में जर्नी में हम अक्सर खाली यही सोचते हैं बिल्डर हमको कितना एक्स्ट्रा एरिया देता है कितना एफएसआई देता है कितना रेंट देता है कितना कॉर्पस देता है उसके आगे हम सोचते नहीं है सो व्हाट वी विल ट्राई टू डू टुडे एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कि how we are going to go. So these all plans and all as a PMC I make before the onset of the developer also. So you actually know कि मेरा घर किधर बनने वाला है मेरा लेआउट किधर है कैसा प्लानिंग होगा क्योंकि अक्सर एक सवाल सबको रहता है कि क्या सेलेबल बिल्डिंग और मेरा घर अलग होगा या सेम होगा. These are the common fears that we see. I'm also doing self redevelopment and this is the actual uh, elevation of this. Yeah. So basically, we have a team also. There's a PMC is there, legal team is there, architects are there. I'll be introducing them to you. Today, they also have come over here. And what is the procedure? We will try to understand. And these are team members are there. Mr. Mahesh Dalwani, he is the ex MADA director who's working with me. Then we have a chartered accountant we need always to underline, to understand the balance sheets of the developers. And this is a lawyer also, advocates are there. So these are the team members who would like to. We also have a structural engineer also who is also retired from the KDMC. And this is the 60 lakh square foot work is there. This is the 53 housing society, 3,488 members. Okay. This is the list of visiting. Then this is just this is the project which I just completed. I'm also family background. We are into construction since past 35 years. So every knowledge and experience is there. It is not only about PMC giving knowledge about the book 79A kya hai, but every aspect of redevelopment and construction is where we come for. This is about income tax. We will take it later. We have a cell for housing societies also, where we have made for helping the societies in Bandra, Khar and Santa Cruz. And this is the project. So कहने का मतलब ये है कि as a PMC role is there, बिल्डर अपॉइंट होगा आप वेकेट हो जाएंगे उसके बाद काम पीएमसी का असली काम तभी होता है इन टर्म्स ऑफ जब भी प्लिंथ लगता है कंस्ट्रक्शन का अगर आपको 700 स्क्वायर फुट बोला है तो पीएमसी का काम है कि प्लिंथ लेवल पे 700 स्क्वायर फीट है कि नहीं वी मेजर इट अगर नहीं है तो इट इज टू बी रेक्टिफाइड एट प्लिंथ लेवल तो ये रोल है पीएमसी का जीएसटी पेमेंट इज ऑल्सो देयर जीएसटी हमें भरना है या डेवलपर को भरना है अक्सर ये सिचुएशन होता है तो दैट ऑल थिंग्स हैव टू बी क्लियर so basically this was a small introduction and by a presentation we will straight come to our subject matter of this just one minute. So we'll go through the agenda, what is there. Well, welcome I've done. We have to go through the following items. Why redevelopment now? What are the benefits? So basic, आवाज नहीं आता है ओके हेलो Okay, we'll go with this. Okay, so today we are going to understand why redevelopment now? We usually see that the whole world is going for redevelopment. Prices are going up, new projects are there. Our buildings are aging, and therefore there is a need for us to go for redevelopment. But एक चीज है, रीडेवलपमेंट जो हम करने जा रहे हैं, ये पॉइंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है समझने का, कि रीडेवलपमेंट का एक ऐतिहासिक डिसीजन आप लेने जा रहे हो, जिसमें आप रेडी हो कि आप अपना खुद की बिल्डिंग, खुद का फ्लैट तोड़ने को तैयार हो, बाहर जाने को तैयार हो, और किसी के भरोसे वापस हमको आना है. सो इट इज फॉर अ बिल्डर, इट इज वन ऑफ अ प्रोजेक्ट और बिजनेस. लेकिन हमारे लिए तो वो एक घर है, जिसकी हमारे लिए पूंजी है, हमारे फैमिली के लिए, हमारे ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन के लिए, जिसके साथ हम खिलवाड़ नहीं कर सकते. वो हमें बेखूबी समझना है कि वो कैसे हम करेंगे. तो वहाँ रोल आता है पीएमसी का, कि हाउ ही इज गोइंग टू सेफ गार्ड यू. जैसे मैं सवाल करूंगा कि बीच में अगर बिल्डर भाग गया तो क्या करोगे, ये सवाल अक्सर आपके मन में आएगा. बिल्डर आपको 12 महीने का एडवांस चेक भी देगा. जिस दिन आपको 12 महीने का चेक मिलता है, उसी दिन उसी रात आपकी आधी नींद खो जाती है कि 13वां महीने को मुझे चेक मिलेगा कि नहीं. बराबर है. So this is a common fear of redevelopment, and we will see कि how we can overcome that. Uh, these are the issues. क्योंकि कुछ है जो डेवलपर अपॉइंट होता है, तब तक हमें क्या क्या करना चाहिए. तो इट इज़ नॉट ओनली कितना एरिया देगा या कितना रेंट देगा, उसके आगे हमें सोचना है कि हाउ डू वी सेफ गार्ड आवर सेल्फ. दैट इज़ मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. और वहाँ मैं आपको डिस्कस करूँगा कि हाउ वी कैन डू सेफ गार्डिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ लीगली, टेक्निकली. तो उसके लिए पहले जब से है, हम देखेंगे कि हमारा वी विल सी द रीडेवलपमेंट, विल सी द नंबर्स, कि आज हमें क्या मिलेगा इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्क्वायर फीट, एडिशनल एरिया, कौन से स्कीम में हम जाएंगे, why it is beneficial, and what are the benefits of it, how the project goes on, how does the developer gives commitments and never fulfills, how it is mentioned somewhere and document में कुछ आता है. तो वो जर्नी हम देखेंगे. लीगल राइट्स क्या है, पीएमसी रोल क्या है, फिर हम क्वेश्चन आंसर करेंगे. तो जैसे कि these are the basic numbers. Sameer Society has 138, Sheetal has 133, and Saurabh has 120. 391 फैमिलीज के साथ आज मैं जुड़ने आया हूँ, कनेक्ट करने आया हूँ कि हाउ तुम्हारी ये जर्नी रीडेवलपमेंट की हम आगे बढ़ के जाएंगे. रीडेवलपमेंट हैज़ अ पुअर रेप्यूटेशन, क्योंकि अक्सर जब रेरा आया, तो रेरा आने का कारण था टू डिसिप्लिन द डेवलपर्स. दैट वाज द मोटिव. लेकिन जब रेरा आया, तभी 5,500 प्रोजेक्ट ऑलरेडी स्टॉल थे. तो ऐसा था कि रेरा आने के बाद अभी कोई स्टॉल होगा नहीं, लेकिन आज की तारीख में भी 11,000 प्रोजेक्ट्स था स्टॉल्ड इवन आफ्टर कमिंग रेरा. सो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड वेयर आर वी गोइंग रॉन्ग एंड व्हाई इट इज हैपनिंग. ये चीज़ को बेखूब समझना चाहिए. प्रॉपर डॉक्यूमेंटेशन भी समझना चाहिए, स्कीम को भी समझना चाहिए. मैं जो बोलता हूँ वो सही है कि नहीं. What am I supporting with the references of the policy of the government court orders, DCPR रेगुलेशन क्या बोलते हैं, ये सब हम आपको अभी मैं दिखाऊंगा आपको. एंड अक्सर जब भी मुझे बुलाने में आया कि आई एम नोन एज द सोसाइटीज मैन, जैसे कि आई एम फ्रॉम अ सोशल बैकग्राउंड. So I'm a trained volunteer in disaster management, firefighting also. I've been to Jammu, earthquake, tsunami and all that. So I'm always concerned for the people and try to get them the best. जैसे कि there are many hidden secrets in the DCPR also, which a common man doesn't know. But I love to share that. So today also we will see what all is there for us and how we can go ahead. So basically let us understand हम जो area में है, उसका लोकेशन क्या है. वी आर विद इन 500 meters of metro, and coastal road is going to come. And recently in the Maharashtra budget speech जो था फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर का, coastal road is the game changer. जैसे कि कोस्टल रोड हो गया बांद्रा टू नरीमन पॉइंट, जो हमको 1.5 घंटा लगता था वो 10 मिनट 15 मिनट में हम पहुंच जाते हैं। महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट का टारगेट है फ्रॉम कफ परेड टू विरार इन 60 minutes, दैट विल हैपन इन 3 years। तो हम बीच में हमारा फर्स्ट स्टॉप है वर्सोवा। सो देर इज लॉट ऑफ पोटेंशियल फॉर दिस एरिया टू ग्रो टू हैपन। तो हमें हमारी सोसाइटी है, हमारा लैंड है, हमारी ओनरशिप पे वी शुड बी प्राउड ऑफ इट एंड शुड नॉट गो डाउन टू कि नहीं ये बिल्डर है तो ये नहीं मानेगा। तो हमको उसका मानना नहीं, हमें जो चाहे वो उनको प्रेजेंट करना है। तो दैट शुड बी आवर attitude. So this is metro, and you can see the nearby surroundings, locations are there, and how there is an upscale for that. Okay. So today, the most challenging point which is faced by this society when I came last time also, okay, we are on plot number 1176. It is undivided. In 1176, there are 8 societies. 2 have gone, 6 are left. Okay. And out of 6, now we are with 3. Okay. So there was always an issue. Okay, we are more like the 3 societies I'm addressing today are most affected because of CRZ1, because of mangrove, because of CRZ2. ताज वो फीलिंग को मैं खत्म कर दूंगा कि यू डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट, बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग अंडर 33(9), जिसमें जैसे कि CRZ1 है, हमारा प्लॉट है 17,000 स्क्वायर मीटर ऑफ द 3 सोसाइटीज। 2,000 मीटर हम मैनग्रोव को दे दिए तो भी हम 15,000 मीटर पे है। ओके। अगर CRZ और 2-3 हज़ार भी कम हो जाएगा तो द स्मॉलर द प्लॉट, हायर द डेंसिटी, हायर द बेनिफिट्स। जितना प्लॉट तुम्हारा छोटा आता जाएगा उतना बेनिफिट आपको मिलते जाएगा, बिकॉज इट इज बेस्ड ऑन LRC रेशियो। कि आपका रेडी रेकनर रेट इधर है 1,21,570। इफ यू डिवाइड बाय द कंस्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट यू विल गेट एन LRC रेशियो ऑफ 2:4। तो उसका क्या बेनिफिट है, और जैसा कॉम्प्लिकेशन बढ़ता है तो वी विल अंडरस्टैंड दैट कि अभी वो सोचना छोड़ दो आज से कि हमारा वी आर अफेक्टेड बाय मैनग्रोव्स, वी आर अफेक्टेड बाय CRZ, सो वी आर गोइंग टू गेट लेस अंडर 33(9). देर इज नो सच रिलेटेड टू योर डिडक्शंस जो होगा वो हम आज आपको समझाएंगे। तो बेसिकली एग्जैक्ट शेड्यूल ऑफ द कन्वेंस, तो एक जो इशू है व्हाट आई हैव अंडरस्टूड so far, that there is plot is 1176, there is one plot, it is undivided, बीच में रोड है, एक्सेस रोड फॉर एवरीवन, but that is not a municipality road, that is your ownership land. It is not in the DP also कि this is a public road. सो जो कंफ्यूजन आपको है कि हमारा 9 मीटर है या 6 मीटर है तो वी आर नॉट एंटाइटल, वो गलत बात है। आप अपना पूरा प्लॉट 1176 में 8 सोसाइटीज है। ओके। एंड इट बिलोंग्स टू द 8 सोसाइटीज एज अ प्लॉट। हम हमारा प्रपोजल भी जाएगा तो इट विल शो 1176। आई विल शो यू आगे ऑल्सो कि जैसे रुस्तम जी ने भी 1176 ही डाला है, तो फिर हम किधर है, हम भी 1176 में ही प्लॉट में एज ए ओनर है। There are court judgments to it, okay, which will clarify our doubts कि हम वो जो एक्सेस रोड है, गार्डन है, all 8 societies are equally owner of that. तो मेरा ओनरशिप रोड पे भी है that particular land, because it is a whole one layout of 8 societies. Okay, so one is इसका confirmation will start with the conveyance. आई जस्ट टेकन वन सोसाइटी का, समीर सोसाइटी का जो कन्वेंस कॉपी है उसका आप शेड्यूल रीड करेंगे। शेड्यूल 1 विच गिव्स 3 प्लॉट्स मिलके 17,000 मीटर है। नॉर्थ साउथ ईस्ट वेस्ट आता है हर डॉक्यूमेंट में। सो ईस्ट इज बाउंड बाय 60 फीट रोड। ओके, सो दैट इज वन मोर कन्फर्मेशन वी आर गिविंग यू। उसमें भी 1176 ही है, बराबर है। देर आर सब सोसाइटीज आर देयर। तो इवन द कन्वेंस ऑल्सो सेज कि वी आर पार्ट ऑफ द ओनर्स, को ओनर्स ऑफ दिस होल प्लॉट। सो डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि ये बीच का रोड इज म्यूनसिपलिटी का रोड है, ये हमारा रोड विथ है, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है। अवर वी आर द ओनर्स ऑफ द होल प्लॉट। नो डाउट आगे की 2 सोसाइटी दे हैव डन ऑन देयर ओन, बट द ओनरशिप ऑफ द लैंड टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन अस. तो हम जब भी प्लान पास करेंगे, अप्रोच करेंगे, तो वी विल शो दैट कि 3 clusters आर देयर एग्जिस्टिंग in this whole plot, existing whatever is there, buildings are there producing, balance we used to do. So that is one proof which I have gone through the documents, which was given to me by the society. I have read it and then it is there. Second point is about the DP remarks. क्योंकि nothing I will explain off the record or कुछ भी ऐसा है. I'll speak either it is mentioned in your DCPR, it is mentioned in your DPR, DP remarks, it is there in your conveyance copy, and what is the regulation. So there is was a fear with someone कि अभी तो रुस्तम जी ने ले लिया तो वो रोड हमारा नहीं हुआ, हमको एंट्रेंस नहीं मिलेगा. फिर कोई बोलेगा कि एंट्रेंस नहीं मिलेगा हमको तो फायर ब्रिगेड का एनओसी नहीं मिलेगा. ओके, सो ये सब सवाल का आज हम जवाब दे के ये चीज को खत्म कर देंगे कि डोंट वरी अबाउट ऑल दिस. जो मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, पेपर बोलता है वो सब. रेगुलेशन 12B इज अबाउट एक्सेस टू लैंड लॉक, जो कि हमारे में लैंड लॉक नहीं है, लेकिन वो भी एक कायदा है कि एज पर रिक्वायर्ड रोड विथ commissioner is bound forcibly to give you the access. Okay, but here the problem will not come. Problem is solved by Rustam ji himself. He himself has proposed 9-meter road. जो अभी जो रोड है आपका, क्योंकि उनका फ्रंटेज इज देयर फॉर कमर्शियल शॉप्स, राइट. तो उनका भी एंट्रेंस अंदर से ही है, नेक्स्ट टू टचिंग द फर्स्ट सोसाइटी. उधर से उनका एंट्रेंस ऑफ द कॉम्प्लेक्स इज देयर. That also we'll see. And this is a high court order 11th March, 5 days before, okay, of Amit Borkar on deemed conveyance and use of common areas of the plot. And I'll just go through it. Okay, so this is the copy of the conveyance. Okay, I'll share you this presentation because this may not be readable, but as I'm just showing you that I have done all that research and I'm putting it on the screen. This is where it is mentioned. 60 feet wide road, north, south, east, west में, that is there. Okay. Now if you see 18 meters road, sanctioned road affecting the land. There are two terminology, land affecting the land and abating the land. Okay. So हमारा property के through ही 18 meter road proposed है. हम किधर कुछ भी देखें, दिस इज दी डीपी रिमार्क्स इश्यूड बाय द गवर्नमेंट कि आपके प्लॉट में से ही 18 मीटर का रोड जाने वाला है. सो इट इज गोइंग थ्रू योर. ओके, सो वी हैव टू डबल सॉल्व. 18 meters is there and 27 meters is already there that we are going to see. Okay, fire engine high rise building, a very valid question कि अगर अभी what is the width of road required. ओके, क्योंकि वो सवाल आता कि अगर हमारा अभी 6 मीटर है तो हमें फायर इंजन जाएगा या नहीं जाएगा, या हमें अलाउ करेगा कि नहीं करेगा, या तो हमें एनओसी मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा, ये बात हो रही है. So this is the drawing I have shown you where you can see minimum you need 6 meters. We are going to have 9 meters road. So entrance is 9 meters, fire NOC will get. Even these are the general principles of fire NOC road width. There is a concept of open space deficiency. The plan says that, the book says that, but there is one column, open space deficiency. जैसे कि बैंड्रा में reclamation में high rise building, it was required 9.5 meter building to the wall. Okay. They put up a proposal that hardship is there, पूरा FSI, उधर 12 FSI मिला तो पूरा FSI is not being consumed. So they made a 35-page report कि अगर आपको concession करना है तो आपको खाली पैसा भरना है तो हम आपको allow करते हैं. So then there is no firefighting, there is no rules, but one side you should put 6.5, then other side 9.5 was reduced to 3.5 meters. Okay, but we are complying with the normal 9 meters entrance of the road, and 6 meter is required at the uh, building proposal. These are the 70 meters one side, 9 meters draft of 215 was 6 meters, and now same it is there. Okay. So this is just the extracts of the previous policy, and the blue one, if you can see, these are the changes made. Bottom line 9 मीटर का रोड है और 6 मीटर का 6.5 मीटर का फायर ब्रिगेड एंट्रेंस will be there in the building. So this is just an understanding कि abutment to public street plot is here, it has to reach the road. ओके 9 मीटर भी रहेगा तो भी रीच करना है, एग्जिस्टिंग 6 मीटर है तो ऑटोमेटिकली 9 मीटर कंपलसरी इट इज डीम. All 6 meter roads now has been declared by municipal corporation as deemed 9 meters. Okay, and they will come and do the widening themselves only. Normally that is being done. Compulsory right of way, now we don't have this issue, but this is a possibility under section 47 and 41. You have to comply and you can get forcefully the landlocked issue is being solved. So landlocked plots are compulsory, but this is introduced in the DCPR. Whatever I am showing you is either from the court's order or from the DCPR or from the GR or from the notification. Okay. So regulation 22, compulsory passage, development permission, passage for free FSI, 32 meters, 70 is 6 meters. We will be above 70 meters, we will require 9 meters, which is available to us. This is the plan of Rustamji. Okay. We have to understand that mangrove areas has been allowed. Our requirement for amenities and recreation garden has been pushed in the mangrove area. तो हमारा जो प्रॉपर्टी जो बचा है उस पे हमको ओपन स्पेस एमिनिटी छोड़ने का जरूर नहीं है. वी विल पुट इट इन द मैनग्रोव एरिया. ओके, एंड यू कैन सी आगे आगे कमर्शियल है. दैट इज द रोड. हिज एंट्रेंस टू द बिल्डिंग स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम हियर, which is bank next to Sheetal, I think so, right? So even he has to come inside. Therefore, fire brigade requirement of 9 meters is provision is made. Okay, is that clear? Everything? Yeah. So if you can see, this is the mangrove. He has put it as Mother Earth, Amnesty, AOS, whatever it is, and he has planned the building like that. Okay. So internal road is 9 meters, outside meters is 27.4. Okay. Now, interesting is, this is the area statement which he has filed. If you see pro forma A, okay, what has he shown, what has he offered, and what is he has shown is totally different. What he has offered to what he has passed is totally different. That is why we should first get our plans, provisional plans made, which I will make it for you, so that that confusion is not there. I'm just stating this much. Exactly, I can tell you, but I don't want to say that. Okay. So this is our situation of the 3 societies. These are the red lines which will go for amenities and recreation gardens all. This is Rustamji and this is the some other one. Okay. So if you see, Rustamji also has put 1176 only. This is the plan submitted by architect Manish Sawan. So 1176, we are all part of 1176. There is no question that I don't have access to 27 meters. It is the whole plot. It is shown everywhere as one plot. Even the mangrove, CRZ, whatever he has taken research and report from the ISRO, it is regarding the property 1176 only. So कहने का मतलब है जो हम जो सोच रहे थे या किसी का समझ रहे थे, किसी का सुन रहे थे, this documentation proves on that. Okay. So this is the order. Very important order. Can one society in common sanction layout obtain unilateral deemed conveyance on a proportionate basis without prejudicing rights of other societies or common areas? This is our problem currently. Correct? Yeah. Resolution of deemed conveyance 22 June 2018. Common amenities open space remain common. Conveyance only transfers undivided proportionate share, not exclusive ownership. Is it getting clear? This is a court judgment pronounced on 11 March. Today, PMC Akbar Jivani is giving you on 15 March this. Okay. So this is a very important judgment in layouts with multiple society, which is our case. Unilateral deemed conveyance can be granted only in the extent of proportionate built up area. Built up area आपके प्लान का जो एरिया होगा वो आपको ओनरशिप मिलेगा. योर बिल्डिंग एंड द सराउंडिंग जो थोड़ा ओपन स्पेस जो रहता है that each society has got conveyance. No one has got conveyance of the open ground or garden or whatever it is. That belongs to everyone. So very crystal clear court order has come. There are several such orders are there, but this was the recent one. So I said I'll show you this. Okay. So recently, what is the prospect for us? Maharashtra government, Viksit Maharashtra, what is the future of real estate in terms of investment कितना है in lakhs and tri lakhs? तो हम सोचेंगे हमारे लिए क्या है? ये विकसित भारत हम सुनते हैं, सबका साथ सबका विकास, लेकिन हम हमारे उलझन में से ही ऊपर नहीं आ रहे. तो उसके लिए क्या? तो हम उसके लिए बात करेंगे कि टुडे बांद्रा वर्सोवा ब्रिज देयर इज एन इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ 18,000 crores. Metro lines are there. TOD premium areas will get 30 to 45%. TOD, does anyone know what is TOD? Transit Oriented Development Metros. कहाँ भी मेट्रो स्टेशन है उसके विद इन 500 मीटर्स में अगर कोई बिल्डिंग आता है उसको गवर्नमेंट एक्स्ट्रा FSI देने को रेडी है. देयर टर्मिनोलॉजी इज वेरी सिंपल. हम करोड़ों रुपया हजारों करोड़ रुपया स्पेंड करते हैं मेट्रो. And if it is not used to its optimum use, then we are at a loss. So within the TOD area zone, allow maximum FSI. Policy is made, but implemented with 2-3 metro stations only. The budget says it will go full scale for all the stations. We are under 500 meters. The policy only says if we are 10,000 square meters and above, we are entitled for 7 FSI. But today we are not considering that because the day it will implement. So जैसे कि हम आज कुछ भी डिसाइड करेंगे, सोचेंगे, समझेंगे, अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे, we will see what we are getting in terms of area, what is the builder getting to sell and what is the profit is making. But in case जिस दिन DA साइन होने से प्लान पास होने तक any favorable changes come in terms of increase of FSI, we should have a clause. Okay, any additional beyond this also, we will be a part of it. You got my point? लिखने में क्या है? Okay? तो आज हम 4 FSI है, 5.5 FSI है, कल सुबह 7 FSI होगी तो क्या? तो it should be written कि any advantage should be at a percentage can be more. Let him take 70%, give us 30% in terms of value or in terms of area. So ये सब सोचना जरूरी है कि in tune with what is happening yesterday, what will happen tomorrow. So the whole idea is the moment Bandra Warsaw is made, there is potential of 25 to 35% increase in your value of this land, this area in terms of that. So Metro Bandra Warsaw, there is still upscale of 25 to 35%, whatever we take it. So that is the good news on that. So these are the mega trends. I'll not spend much time on this. What is the growth and where to invest is important. Okay, with this budget, investments are being made. Bullet stations, metro stations, railway. These are the areas are upcoming where there is potential for higher development. And if you see, Warsaw is there in amongst the first tier. Okay. So why redevelopment now is the question. There are policy. there are procedures, there are systems, we have certain challenges. So, what is the benefit of cluster? I propose we do in a cluster. Any cluster which has more than 6,000 square meters is qualifying in suburbs for a cluster. What are the benefits under 33(9)? Minimum area without a cluster is 305. And if it is a cluster, your minimum area is counted as 376. Okay, that we'll see. So that is why our maths should be very clear. 17,000 मीटर का प्लॉट है, एग्जिस्टिंग 13,200 मीटर है, न्यू बिल्टअप विल बी 81,444 स्क्वायर मीटर्स, वेर इन द डेवलपर इज गोइंग टू अर्न 574 crores. बट आपको कितना मिलता है वो हम अभी देखते हैं. ओके, सो 133 members, दिस इज जस्ट दी three bifurcation for the three societies. There are in Samir, there are 360, 490, 182, 300 square feet. These are the bifurcation of the flats which information was given to me. So 182, 310 will get 669 square feet. 490 will get 852, 360 will also get 669. Similarly, in Sheetal also, whichever flats are of 363, they will get that. 503 will get 873, 686 will get 869. Similarly, for Saurabh, it is, there are 320, 352, they're all going to get 669. Now, you will ask me, how did I get this figure? So, we will go by the policy. The policy which was declared in July 2021 for 33(9). Any society can go for cluster. Collectively also 1 plot, 2 plots, 3 plots, 4 societies, if they cross 6,000 square meters. Okay. So what are the benefits? You get a new flat, 36 months rent, corpus fund, 1 covered parking, transit rent is there. Now, every time we talk about bank guarantee, most builders are reluctant. हमारा reputation है, we are this, what is this, how can, but तुम तुम्हारे घर पे, मैं मेरे घर पे, जब तक हो सुरक्षित हो. That should be our approach. कि बैंक गारंटी म्युनिसिपैलिटी क्या बोलती है? कंस्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट का 20% वैल्यू का बैंक गारंटी देने का. Is that enough if the builder fails? Not at all. 600 करोड़ का कंस्ट्रक्शन है, हमको 120 करोड़ का बैंक गारंटी किस काम का? Rather than we should say bank guarantee for 5 years of rent and corpus. क्योंकि 5 साल में कुछ भी सोल्यूशन हम निकाल देंगे अगर if it defaults. But that period from the day of default till we get some solution, we are rendered helpless. Correct? Am I right? So we should insist of a bank guarantee for corpus and for rent for 5 years, because in that duration we can solve it. So how the project works, the builder builds your free flat using your own saleable, from your sale only, from your profit only. आपके प्रॉपर्टी में से जो कमा के जाना है उसको. From your plot to know your home, step 1 is 17,000 square meters is a plot hai. FSI will be 4 on 15,000 square meters, because 2,000 square meters I put it in CRZ 1. Okay. Right now I presume it is not going to be allowed. Okay. So we have removed that. So we are left with 15,000 square meters. Okay. So this is now 4 FSI in 33(9) cluster. After there is a formula for you getting the area. जैसे कि 180, 200 है, 300 तक का है, 360 तक का भी, base is caught as 376 square feet. Now we will see further how these are just the economics. We'll take it later, but first I want to show you how and what you are going to get. That is more interesting and challenging in terms of, we can always come back to this. So this is the way, this is one of the societies. This is one of the societies which is at Yari Road. where I'm going to give a presentation on that. One Jubilee cluster, 9,000 meters, where I've already put the builder also is there. It is just on Yari Road. So I've already entered Warsaw. From Warsaw, from Cuff Parade to Malvani, and I'm already doing over here. So what are we getting? Minimum of 74%. That is who has the highest area. जिसका फ्लैट सबसे बड़ा है उसको कम से कम 74% मिलना है. Cost to is free, 36 months rent, before 4 326, after 685. Now we need to understand the um, okay. So this is just the current what I'm doing. There are 610 buildings, 2,500 plots, tenements 8,000. I'm already PMC for almost 4,59,000 crore square foot of construction projects of 88,000 crores already there. Okay, and total there are 45 projects are there. This is just the registered. Uh, we will come to 33.9 because that is more important to understand okay, how do we work out that area. This is Milind Changani, architect. He is also the architect of top 4 or 5 corporates and he has specialized in 33.9. Okay. So from his presentation, how additional entitlement is calculated. तो सबसे पहला है your existing carpet area. Okay. Plus, if you have a balcony, उसको भी carpet area में गिनना है. Okay. Your carpet area of the flat, plus if you have a balcony, that has to be added. Plus common area. What is a common area? Staircase and passage. एक बिल्डिंग का जो भी टोटल होता है नॉर्मली जो रिहैब कंपोनेंट का 20% वी कैच. तो अप्रोक्सीमेटली 3 से 4 मीटर also is added to your entitlement. We are working under 33.9. What is your entitlement? We don't have to look हमारा प्लॉट कितना कट गया, हमें कितना बचा और उसके बचने में हमको कितना बनाना है. We are out of that. We don't have to think on that. So carpet, this CA is written carpet area. Can anyone see it? Yeah. Including balcony, common area. Table A, additional entitlement. So this additional entitlement is based on the size of your plot. Now 3 societies combined are 17,000 meters. 2,000 मीटर आप मैनग्रोव का भी निकाल दो तो यू आर 15,000 मीटर. तो 15,000 मीटर पे यू आर एंटाइटल फॉर एन इंसेंटिव ऑफ 20%. अगर आपका 180 का भी स्क्वायर फीट का फ्लैट है बट द बेसिक now will be taken as 376. This is all written in the policy. So 376 plus balcony plus common area and plus on that area 20% is added and total that and then you add your fungible 35%. This is the formula for a rehab component which has nothing to do with the FSI, which has nothing to do of the size of the plot. Only thing it has to be more than 6,000 square meters. Okay. And this area is MOFA. There is a lot of confusion between MOFA and RERA. Does everyone know the difference between RERA and MOFA? Or should I explain? Yeah. MOFA carpet is usable carpet. आप अपने घर में कारपेट बिछाओगे तो आपको स्क्वायर फुट मिलेगा कि मेरे घर में कितने स्क्वायर फुट का कारपेट बड़ा. दैट इज बेसिक वे टू अंडरस्टैंड द मोफा कारपेट. रेरा कारपेट बोलता है कि 2 रूम के बीच की दीवार की बीच में नीचे की जो जमीन है वो भी आपकी है तो वो भी रेरा गिनते. लेकिन हमारे किस काम की वो. तो अक्सर प्रपोजल्स डू कम फ्रॉम बिल्डर्स. आई एम ऑफरिंग दिस मच एरिया. रेरा कहेगा तो 5 से 8% कम ही है from the usable carpet. So I always talk on actual usable carpet. Even MADA believes in that only, actual usable carpet. Even they don't recognize RERA. MADA भी आपको usable carpet to carpet ही बोलेगा. जैसे कि 35 square meters, 376 is actual usable carpet. So we will always talk about the actual usable carpet on that. Okay. So above 1 hectare to 2 hectare, हमारा प्लॉट है 17,000 मीटर, माइनस करेंगे तो 15,000 मीटर, तो 1.7 हेक्टर होता है. तो अबव 1 हेक्टर एंड बिलो 2 हेक्टर यू विल गेट 20% एडिशनल ऑन द टोटल ऑफ सीए कॉमन. ये दो का टोटल के ऊपर 20% हमको ऐड करना है. ओके, इज दिस क्लियर, अंडरस्टूड? या ओके. नाउ so here it is written. So these are 33958. There are sections, subsections. I will give you the GR also. It's a long GR. People can refer it, what I'm saying. So if it is 6,000, this is the base 35, which will take as a basic FSI. Okay. Now you can see this. Okay, 1 hectare to 2 hectare is 20%. Now second, नीचे मैंने आपको दिया है about 2 hectare to 5 hectare, you will get 25%. That I'll explain where we can use that and where we will be eligible for that 25%. So this is the chart. Your details are there of all the three societies in terms of the existing flat areas given, carpet. Number of flats of 180 are 2. Your carpet area is 180. Total carpet areas into square meters is 16.72 square meters. And total carpet in square foot is 360. That is the total. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. So this is the most important slide. There are some given the brochures also in that. So let us understand this. Today's purpose of this meeting is two things: to clear your doubts about your 27-meter road and your entitlement. So at least you go home with a clear mind that that issue is not there. That existing road what you are using is a part of your land. It is not a proposed road or a public road or a municipality road. It is your own land. You are touching 1176 to this. Okay. So 180 is the square foot. Okay. Square meters is 16.72. But since it is more than 6,000 meters a plot, you will be taken as 35 square meters. Now the common area passage staircase, which works to around 3.36 square meters. Okay, it may vary point here and there. Okay, but I have just taken on the present rehab area into 20% of that. So that is 38.36, 20% on this. So it comes to 46.03, and 46.03 पे fungible 35%. Okay. So that makes it 62.14. Square feet is 66891. Okay. Now 66891 compared to 180. They are the biggest winners, right? So 680 by 6 comes to 272%. Okay. Happy for some, happy for some not. Okay. But anyway, everyone is getting what is there. You are lucky to buy 460, I take it that way, rather than 180. So similarly, 490 is taken as base. इनके ऊपर भी carpet जो है, staircase will be added 48.8. इनके ऊपर 27% comes to 58.66, and 20.53 is a fungible to 79. So 490 is going to get 852. Still, that is 74% minimum. The highest flats will get 74%. The smallest flat we will get 272. Is it clear? Yeah? Okay. So this was Samir. So individual society wise I have given just for understanding. Okay. This I will share with you. Same is that all 207, 236, 246, 305, 352, all will get 668.91. Okay. 407 will get 717. And this is how it goes. So this is as per incentive of 20%. Now suppose we are 3 societies, and if wisdom prevails, and if we go 6 societies, okay, but that issue is gone now. हम मैंग्रोव में ज़्यादा है, हम CRZ है, हमको ज़्यादा लेना चाहिए, तुमको ज़्यादा लेना चाहिए. It is not that. Now it is a win-win situation for both, for us also and for the other 3 societies also. कि how if you come together, the incentive which we are getting at 20%, now it will be 25% because we are crossing 2 hectare. We are crossing 20,000 square meters. Okay. So 668 was the previous. The new area will be 697. 690. So almost 30 square foot more you can get अगर साथ में आए तो. लेकिन ये तो हमारा कारवा है, चलेगा, हम चलेंगे आगे, जिसको आना है साथ में आए. But at least it is nice that at least we 3 are going together because that way the benefit is getting. Okay. Individual society जाएंगे, which is less than 6,000 meter, you will come down to 305 instead of 376. Okay. So if 6 societies go for cluster, then an increase of 7% more area you're getting. We don't have to negotiate with the developer at all. This is the policy because it's a win-win situation for the developer. जितना हमको मिलता है, अगर हम अकेले जाते हैं तो 20% में भी he is getting 110% extra to build. Got my point? आपको जितना देना है देंगे, जितना है पॉलिसी के हिसाब से उनको 110% स्क्वायर फुट ज्यादा मिलेगा बनाने को. करेक्ट. सो दैट इज हाउ इट इज अ विन विन सिचुएशन फॉर एवरीवन. सो दिस इज जस्ट हाउ व्यू वी कैन टेक के हम बोलते ये नाला है, ये हमारा लेआउट है, ऐसा है. तो अगर नाला भी है, नाला कैन बी कवर्ड, we should put it up because my own property at Kalyan, station touch, पीछे नाला है, उसके पीछे रेलवे ट्रैक है. So we covered the nala, but finally Kalyan Municipal Corporation, they made a smart city bus depot. So they have constructed flyover on that nala. तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं कि कंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं हो सकता है नाले पे, वो आंखों देखा रियलिस्टिक. आई एम द वन हु हैज एक्चुअली गोइंग थ्रू दैट. सिमिलरली वी कैन ऑल्सो प्रेजेंट इट कि पीछे का रोड भी है, तो हम नाले के ऊपर फ्लाईओवर देके भी हमारा प्लॉट को एंट्री दे सकते हैं. देयर इज अ प्रोविजन, डीपी रिमार्क सेज कि इट इज ऑलरेडी गोइंग थ्रू योर प्लॉट. सो देयर इज अ कंफ्यूजन. हमारा प्रॉपर्टी है, नाला है, फिर रोड है. Correct? That is the confusion. DP remarks is saying something else. So either way, there is a solution. Only thing we have to identify that. देखो, information, knowledge, today with AI, Google, anyone can get it. You don't need me. But application of that knowledge is called the knowledge-driven economy. कि उनको सही तरह के सही जगह पे सही टाइम पे हम उसको कैसा यूज करके उसको अमल में लाके हाउ वी कैन go through it. So this is something what can happen, but ultimately I can plan out the actual plan layout kaisa hoga in terms of what area you're getting, what area developer is getting, what about the open space, garden, recreation. Because cluster का और एक फायदा है, you go high rise, we have a height restriction up to 98 meters. Okay, that is good enough. जैसे कि रुस्तम जी has gone 27 floors, 4 floors basement, 3 floor podium और उसके ऊपर up to 27 floors he has gone. So कुछ है जो हमारे लिए ऑलरेडी काम इजी हो गया. CRZ1 का यूज का क्लैरिटी हो गया, 9 मीटर एक्सेस रोड का क्लियर हो गया, फायर ब्रिगेड का क्लियर हो जाता है. आगे वाले ने कुछ काम किया तो उससे हमारा बहुत सारा इश्यूज, चैलेंजेस आज क्लोज हो जाते हैं. So how the project works, 17,000 square meters है, build-up 15,000 पे 81,444 square meters is there. Rehab component is 30,859, 391 members. Municipal corporate allotment is 11. अभी इसमें municipal है but it is MADA, जैसे 4 FSI है, तो हमारे को जो मिलता है न्यू एरिया प्लस बिल्डर गेट्स 110%, वो ऐड करके 60,000 होता है. 15,000 का 4 FSI 16,000, दैट इज 60,000 प्लस फंजिबल इज ऑलवेज डिफरेंट. 60,000 में जो माइनस करते हैं एरिया, उसमें 60% area has to be given to MADA for construction and 40% remains with the developer. Okay, so that comes to around 8,000 square meters. There's changes on that. So that construction has to be given, but I had several meetings with Sanjeev Jaiswal, who's the CEO of MADA, and his team, Vartak and all. Okay, there is a provision. Okay, if you don't want to give us the flats constructed area, then you pay a premium, 60%, 70% of the ready reckoner rate of the land. So that is beneficial to the developer. Okay, but all depends on that. So there is a provision, but there is already a confusion. No, MADA will insist. So चलो insist करेगा तो हम देंगे. But then how will be made? उसका quality कैसा होगा? MADA का कैसा होगा? That also solution सबका है. Within the same ward also you can give it somewhere else. Solution सब है. ये नहीं तो ये नहीं तो ये नहीं तो पैसा लो. That way. Already under regulation 33(5), which is on only development on MADA land, that provision is activated. कि you pay premium and relieve us. हम और किधर square foot कर लेंगे. Okay. So the whole process is timeline of 4 years. First year, society SGM, PMC appointment, developer, RFP, DA sign, BMC approval, members vacate. This will take, this is the first year. So एक साल में हो सकता है in terms of how early you want the developer. Are you prepared? But before that, our plans should be made, our applications to be made, because there is always a confusion. जैसे बफर का है, मैनग्रोव्स का है, तो somewhere either if we have to go to court to take permission, it is like case to case. वो आपके लिए कर सकता हो. We can go to MCZM an application in writing. Whatever our fears are there, we will get it in writing. That application I can make it and give it. Whichever department we want, we can get the confirmation by making those applications before onset of the developer. कुछ उसके भरोसे मत रखना. हमारे को जो करना है हम कर सकते हैं, and we should do that because we should know our foundation है. हम जरा बोलेंगे नहीं ये काम तुम बिल्डर करो, तो we will have to compromise ना somewhere, कॉर्पस में या रेंट में या किधर. सो वॉट एवर इज देयर वी शुड डू टू द एक्सटेंट टिल DA व्हाट वी कैन डू एंड वी शुड डू. जैसे अभी डीम कन्वेंस आई थिंक एक आध सोसाइटी का अगर रह गया है तो वी शुड कंप्लीट इट दैट. वी शुड नॉट डिपेंड. उसके बाद प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड पे हमको नाम डालना है, तो हर प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड 1176 पे 8 सोसाइटी के नाम आएगा. ओके, 1176 प्लॉट पे 8 सोसाइटीज का नेम, कुछ नहीं तो हमारा नाम आना चाहिए द मोमेंट वी हैव गॉट डीम कन्वेंस डन एंड रजिस्टर्ड. ओके, सो दैट इज दी. इसमें और एक भी था कि देर इज एन इश्यू इन डीम कन्वेंस that the all flats may not have registered document. Is there a problem? Yeah. High Court says if you have paid the stamp duty and not registered, still you can go ahead with deemed conveyance. That relaxation High Court has given few days back. Okay, but the stamp duty has to be paid because what the officer says, आज की तारीख का stamp duty लगाऊंगा, आज का valuation लगाऊंगा, आज का करूंगा, that also has been removed by the court. So there are various court judgments are coming every day regarding redevelopment and all that. So I just get the wind of it and I can share with you at any time whatever is beneficial to us. Second year will be demolition, foundation. But before going out, the plans should be passed fully. पूरी FSI यूज होना मांगता है. अक्सर डेवलपर बोलता है आईओडी आ गया, सीसी आ गया, खाली करो। बट इट इज द पीएमसी ड्यूटी टू चेक पूरे प्लान का पूरा एफएसआई लिया है कि नहीं, उसका प्रीमियम पेड किया है कि नहीं। आईओडी लेगा, आपको खाली करेगा, और फिर पैसा ढूंढेगा उसका सीसी लाने के लिए। एक रीजन हमेशा बोलते हैं कि म्यूनसिपैलिटी भी बोलता है पहला बिल्डिंग खाली करो फिर मैं सीसी दूंगा, तो उतना पैसा एस्क्रो अकाउंट में जमा करना। आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू टीच यू ऑल टू बी टफ ऑन योर नेगोशिएशन। ओके, कोई बिल्डर कुछ भी होवे, ओके, सो नो पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस इज अ गारंटी फॉर योर फ्यूचर, बट एटलीस्ट हमको कुछ समझ है तो वी शुड फॉलो दैट। ओके, सो दैट इज देयर के प्लान पास पूरा हो गया कि नहीं, वी हैव टू चेक, वी सर्टिफाई। पी ट्रिपल ए अग्रीमेंट हैज टू बी डन बाय ईच एंड एवरी वन, एंड अ प्रॉपर प्लानिंग ऑफ द वेकेशन हैज टू बी डन। मैं बोलूंगा आज चलता हूँ, दूसरा बोलेगा 4 महीने के बाद निकलूंगा, तो दैट रेंट इश्यू विल ऑलवेज बी अ प्रॉब्लम। क्या मैं जो 1 महीने में निकला उसको तो मैं रेंट चालू हो गया, 4 महीने के बाद मुझे खाली मिलेगा या 6 महीने के बाद मुझे मिलेगा, तो दैट इज द लॉस। हाउ एम आई गोइंग टू पुट दैट? सो बिल्डर हैव स्टार्टेड पुटिंग पेनल्टी क्लॉजेज ऑल्सो। 3 महीने में वेकेट नहीं करेगा तो यू विल बी चार्ज सो एंड सो। बट एनीवे दोज आर सॉल्यूशंस कैन बी रिजॉल्व and worked out. That is not a big issue once we identify a good credential corporate developer, okay, whose listed is there, who has a XYZ worth in it. That is how it has to be done. So before demolition, these all checks has to be done where you are going safely with the bank guarantee of the rent and corpus. Construction नहीं देगा, ठीक है, but this is a must. That 20% of construction cost is a stipulation of the municipal corporation. सो देर वो तो उनको देना है, पर हमारा 5 साल का सेफ्टी रहेगा। वो कुछ हुआ तो दैट इज अ सब्सटेंशियल टाइम फॉर मी टू रिजॉल्व इट, टेक ओवर द प्रोजेक्ट, गेट इट डन, गेट सम फंडर, फाइनेंसर एंड डू इट। ओके, दैट इज व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू से। थर्ड ईयर विल बी द सुपर स्ट्रक्चर कंप्लीशन, फोर्थ ईयर विल बी योर न्यू होम। सो इट इज अ 4 year सिचुएशन इफ यू स्टार्ट टुडे। ओके, बट हमको कोई जल्दी नहीं है, कोई गाय नहीं है। आप पूरी तरह से सोचो, समझ लो सिचुएशन क्या है क्या नहीं। दिस इज आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू एनलार्ज यू योर नॉलेज इंफॉर्मेशन। तो आज मैं आया हूँ तो आपको कुछ समझा के जाऊंगा, सिखा जाऊंगा, तो आज आपसे मिलूंगा तो आपसे भी कुछ सीख के मैं जाऊंगा। दैट इज द अप्रोच आई ऑलवेज कीप ओवर देयर। सो दिस इज हाउ, टेक योर ओन टाइम, बट एटलीस्ट देर वॉज confusion, people who would not have deep knowledge about the DCPR, about the plot, about the deemed conveyance, will just say anything and anything कि नहीं आपको नहीं मिलेगा। आपको वो भी बोलेगा अभी वो रुस्तम जी ले लिया तो वो प्लॉट उसका हो गया। पीपल से, तो टुडे आई हैव कम स्पेशली टू क्लियर दोज आइडियाज कि आज के बाद उसका डोंट वरी। ओके, सो पीएमसी कमिटमेंट टू इज फिजिबिलिटी बनाना, कैलकुलेशन करके देना, आपको समझाना कि क्या मिल सकता है, क्यों मिल सकता है। आप सवाल पूछेंगे, हम करेंगे बहुत सारा। आई विल ट्राई टू फिनिश द प्रेजेंटेशन सो आई कैन इंटरेक्ट बेटर। सो दिस इज द रोल एंड हाउ वी कैन सी के वेयर द बिल्डर इज ट्राइंग टू फूल अस। हिडन सीक्रेट्स क्या है? जैसे माड़ा में द हिडन सीक्रेट इज दी इन 33(5) द प्रो रेटा एफएसआई। जैसे इसमें था आपका कॉमन एरिया, ऐसा माड़ा में प्रो रेरा एरिया इज देयर। जैसे कि रेक्लेमेशन ऑपोजिट लीलावती 600 स्क्वायर फुट का फ्लैट है, 3 FSI 1800 हो गया, प्लस 1800 इज द प्रो रेटा, क्योंकि आजू बाजू पूरा लेआउट गार्डन है, उधर विंग्स है, उसका भी एफएसआई माड़ा का लैंड है तो वो देते। तो अगर खुद के पैसे से बनाएंगे तो 600 स्क्वायर फुट का उनको 3600 बांध सकते हैं। बट डेवलपर आएगा तो फिर 200% देगा, 250% देगा। दैट इज द इक्वेशन गोइंग ऑन, दैट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड। इट इज नथिंग अगेंस्ट एनी डेवलपर और समथिंग, बट द आइडिया इज कि हमें builder should know कि we know substantial information is there, knowledge is there, backed by documentation। और हम कुछ हवा में बात करने वाले नहीं है। दैट इज दी होल आइडिया है। बैंक गारंटीज एज आई डिस्कस, डीम कन्वेंस है, वी शुड इमीडिएटली डू। इफ अगर कुछ कहाँ पर है, तो I can help you in finishing at earlier. Possession timelines is important. Another thing, 53 buildings, though it is Kandivali West, um, the corporates, we just almost finalized with Mahindra Life Spaces. But condition में रखा हो, construction should be done by L&T और Tata. क्योंकि हमको नेक्स्ट 50 साल जीना है, वो घर में रहना है, तो एटलीस्ट दैट क्वालिटी हैज टू बी देयर. 5-10% जगह कम देगा, ठीक है, बट दैट ऑल टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन वी हैव टू कीप, कि भाई एटलीस्ट कंस्ट्रक्शन शुड बी डन by these reputed contractors only. That should be one of our terms and condition. Legal due diligence is there. I will shortly introduce. My team is also there. The chartered accountant, advocates are there, and architects are also there. Over here, they have called. I have called them so that they can interact and understand you better. So typical timeline is 0 3 months feasibility. We are done. Then the developer selection period. So फिजिबिलिटी तो मैंने आपको दे दिया, बट यू हैव टू गो थ्रू एंड अप्रूव इट. हर स्टेप पे यू हैव टू अप्रूव कि वेदर दिस इज एक्सेप्टेबल और नॉट in terms of that. Okay, now we are getting extraordinary by the rule, by the book, by the paper, so there shouldn't be any confusion. But normally if someone says 40% दूंगा, आपका मैनग्रोव में है, आपका CRZ में है, बहुत सारा लोचा है, तो हम आपको 40 देंगे, 45 देंगे, that confusion is clear. Now then you have to accept this offer, and based on that we will do the tendering. Okay, and since it is on incentive based to the developer also, no developer will have any issue. कंपल्सरी तुझे 689 देना है, एंड कंपल्सरी तुझे उसका 725 बांधने को मिलना है. सो इट इज अ विन विन सिचुएशन फॉर एवरीवन. सो अप्रूवल्स एंड वेकेशन, बट 33(9) स्लाइटली टाइम लेता है अप्रूवल का, बिकॉज इट गोज टू दी हाई पावर कमिटी, देन टू द मंत्रालय. सो बट इट इज अ प्रोसेस, बट द रिवॉर्ड्स आर बेटर. प्राइवेट नॉर्मली 33(7) में जाओगे तो आपको 40-50% भी मिलना मुश्किल हो जाता है, बट दिस वे यू आर गेटिंग, सो इट्स वर्थ द वेट. ओके, बट इट हैज टू बी क्लियर इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्लान. ओके, बांद्रा में वेल नोन फैमिली कॉरपोरेट, नरगिस रोड पे, बांद्रा स्टेशन पे, AGM में अनाउंस किया जितनी भी शॉप्स नीचे है वो सबको मैं रोड फेसिंग दूंगा. पीपल हैप्पीली अप्रूव्ड. 79 हो गया, अप्रूवल हो गया. 6 महीने के बाद प्लान भेजता है और DA अग्रीमेंट भेजता है. आउट ऑफ 36, 16 शॉप्स ऑन द फर्स्ट फ्लोर. तो जब सवाल करने में आया उसको, तो रुबाब से बोलता है, मैंने कहा था आपको मैं रोड फेसिंग दूंगा, मैंने थोड़ी कहा था कि आपको ग्राउंड फ्लोर में दूंगा. तो सब शब्दों का खेल है, इधर आंकड़ों का खेल है. समझे? तो ये है एक कॉम्प्लेक्स सिचुएशन, बट वी ट्राई टू मेक इट एज सिंप्लीफाई एज पॉसिबल फॉर यू, इन ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड योर लैंग्वेज. तो तुम क्या समझते हो, ऐसा मेरे कहना है. ओके, सो फाइनली इट इज अ 4 to 5 years आप गिन के चलो कंस्ट्रक्शन होता है. कंस्ट्रक्शन के टाइम पे भी साइट विजिट हमारा टीम करती है. वी हैव सॉफ्टवेयर वी आर नेगोशिएटिंग वेयर एवरीवन कैन एक्सेस द टाइमलाइन, construction, the quality, checklist, whether it is on time, not time, everything is there at your fingertips, will be there to all the members. That is what I believe in, transparency and communication. That is the first step. Redevelopment का foundation, कि अगर communication नहीं है, ट्रांसपेरेंसी नहीं है, तो रुकावट आना ही आना है. ऑलरेडी हमारे पास रोड का रुकावट है, CRZ1 है, और ऐसे ही हमारे पास बहुत है. बट इफ यू डोंट कम्युनिकेट, I think this society is doing excellent work in communicating, getting presentation done by PMCs, right, everything. But that has to be considered. 53 societies ka we have made a website, csr53.com. csr53.com आप देख लेंगे. There are 3,488 members. I have put up my own office also in that complex, but difficult for everyone to come to the office and ask and all that. All minutes, all plans, suggestion, videos, everything is put on the website. They don't have to call me or ask me, we want this information, whatever it is, that way. So that is one level of, that is one of the guidelines also in 79A, you should make a a, website which is now easily made. That is not an issue. So 390 families got together. No developer can take advantage of that. I was the winner award at Real Estate Awards also. And let us build something you children, grandchildren will be proud of. This is I would like to put in. We'll just review. So do we have 10-15 minutes before the question answer? Because I want to go through the financials in terms of cost overrun हो गया तो क्या हमने लगाया कि आज 45,000 के रेट से ये प्रॉफिट मिल रहा है 40,000 तो क्या हो गया 35 क्या हो गया 55 क्या होगा तो 56 होगा एंड द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट विच एवरी पीएमसी लव्स टू पुट द इंटरेस्ट कंपोनेंट उसको इतना बड़ा चढ़ा के डाल देते हैं कि सो दैट यू गेट एन लेस ऑफर जैसे बैंड्रा विंध्याचल में वो था 450 करोड़ प्रोजेक्ट कॉस्ट पे 200 करोड़ रुपया इंटरेस्ट 192 करोड़ तो मतलब फिर वो बिल्डर है कि हजाम है कि 450 करोड़ के लिए 192 करोड़ का इंटरेस्ट डालता है देन आई मेड फॉर देम दे अप्रोच्ड मी एंड आई ब्रॉट इट डाउन टू 50 करोड़ विच नाउ एक्चुअली इफ यू सी वेरी सेकेंड ईयर ओनली दैट इनफ्लो स्टार्ट्स जैसा आपका आईओडीसीसी आ गया उसका 20-25% माल बिकना ही है ये area is excellent so there is scope so that also we have to understand it is not always interest component is there so 391 1839 crores will be the sales 574 crores the profit the developer ROI is 46% on the total project cost खुद का तो इन्वेस्टमेंट होगा 280-300 करोड़ पे तो उसको 100% मिलता है Now the most important is 30,724 is your cost. Breakdown cost. Where 30,000 में बेचा तो builder doesn't get a zero profit. So there is a scope of 15,000 square foot for that. So carpet area, he will get 4,02,000 to sell. Revenue is that this is there. Okay, scheme is 33.9, more than 1 hectare with 4 FSI on property card. 391 families. These details I have given. Average existing is there. So, but I have given you the detail. Okay. So, 17,000 less the CRZ1, 15,000 is the plot, 4 FSI. These are all figures which will be there. But ultimately, I explained to you कि मुझे क्या मिलना है. But this is the breakdown of the proposed built up area, what will be developer comes, whatever he gets, how much he will get, what he has to pay, what are the sales share percentage, what will MADA will get and how it will be offsetted is that. And this is the construction cost. Construction cost में एक rehab component होता है, staircase और lift होता है, staircase and passage होता है और एक है the podium. So all have a different cost. So if residential, if we take 4,000, the staircase and lobby cost is 2,200. Podium parking is just slab and pillar, it is 2,000. So that is how you get the actual construction cost. Otherwise, normally just put pura total square foot into 4,000 करके cost को increase कर सकते हैं. Other direct project costs are the rents, corpus, shifting charge, admin, GST also. So when the developer gives you the new flat, he has to pay GST, 5% on the full value of your flat. Not written in the document, he will tell you GST baro और घर में घुसो. Okay. So that is very important. Recently there was a case study income tax में कि अगर आपको additional area लेना है तो it has to be mentioned in the development agreement. The price also has to be mentioned. Otherwise it will be taxable. तो ये केस था और finally it was mentioned the exact area, purchase, the price. That's why that litigant, he won the case. But if it is not mentioned, अलग से तुम purchase करोगे additional area, तो then पूरे flat पे income tax लग सकता है. So basically, if you see 52% is the construction cost of the whole project, then there's 18% our sleeping partner is there. Okay, then MCGM statutory premiums are there, fungibles are there, rental compensation 15, ऐसा करके the project cost is calculated in terms of that. Your interest have calculated at 91, but when I actually go through the cash flow analysis, it will come down. Okay, saleable area, this we have gone through 1 minute. So revenue analysis is कि आज में 45,000 पे अगर बिल्डर बेचता है तो 574 प्रॉफिट होता है, 40,000 में बेचेगा तो 373 होगा, 35 बेचेगा तो 172. सो दिस इज अ प्रोग्रेसिव एनालिसिस, क्योंकि ये सवाल आएगा नहीं 45,000 ज़्यादा है तो कम में भी कितना मिलेगा, और हम बोलेंगे 45 ज़्यादा है आज तो वो टीओडी आएगा, मेट्रो आ गया, सब आ जाएगा, कोस्टल आएगा तो 55,000 भी हो सकता है. सो वी हैव गॉट अ रफ आइडिया वे टू नेगोशिएट, बट वी विल नेगोशिएट वेन एवर टीओडी policy is implemented where we are eligible for 7 FSI because it is a 10,000 square meter plot. So सेल्स रेवेन्यू फेजिंग जैसा रहता है कि प्री लॉन्च होता है, लॉन्च होता है, तो हाउ ही इज गेटिंग द सेल्स 10%, 25, 20, 20, 15 ऐसा करके total area he has to sell and how he is going to generate. So if you see right from the second year only, revenue starts trickling into it. Okay. जैसे कि year 1 383 is outflow, minus is 383, and the next year the inflow starts, and then it starts refusing. It is more maybe more technical, more boring in terms of figures to you all, but it is, I just want to show that this all भी हमें सोचना चाहिए in terms of जब आंकड़ों की बात आती है तो. Okay. Okay. So cost sensitivity is important. 4,000 कंस्ट्रक्शन है आज, अगर there is an increase in of 10%, 64 crores of his profit will go. Okay. कंस्ट्रक्शन 15% बढ़ गया तो क्या, तो देन 97 crores will go. सेल रेट 10% कम हो गया तो उसका 200 करोड़ रुपया कम. सो ये सब हमको समझना जरूरी है, क्योंकि अगर ये समझ के चलो कि कॉस्ट इंक्रीज होता ही है, ओके, पर प्राइस भी इंक्रीज होता है. सो बोथ थिंग्स हैपन, बट वी शुड हैव अ विंड ऑफ इट कि ये हम कहाँ तक कितना सोच सकते हो, एक फिजिबिलिटी से हम कितना निचोड़ सकते हैं, वो हिसाब से हम अपनी प्रॉपर्टी को इन टर्म्स ऑफ मैक्सिमम एरिया कितना निचोड़ सकते हैं वो हमको प्रिपरेशन करना चाहिए. ओके. सो इफ द इंटरेस्ट रेट इज 12%, इफ इट गोज टू 15%, और 13 करोड़ रुपया उसका इंटरेस्ट जाता है. So green building, the last topic is के what is green building? Every maintenance has two major components: electricity and water. Okay. Few days back there was a article in paper जिसका 5,000 था, रीडेवलपमेंट के बाद हो गया 26,000. So are we prepared for that? No. So there are solutions to it, right? At a very fractional cost to the developer. Okay. So what does green building do? There is one water harvesting, okay, water it collects. Another is water recycling, which are plants put it in the ground, where the whole water is circulated, goes through the whole process, and which is not of much cost. Second thing is about the solar. म्यूनसिपल में लिखा है प्लान पास करने के टाइम पे सोलर पैनल्स लगाना चाहिए, पर जिधर 400 का जरूर है बिल्डर 4 ही लगाएगा, क्योंकि हमने उसको स्टडी नहीं किया है. बट अभी स्टडी करके हम बोलेंगे इतना सोलर लगाना है, इतना ये प्लांट लगाना है, तो 80% ऑफ योर कॉस्ट विल कम डाउन. ग्रीन सर्टिफिकेट से बेनिफिट क्या है? ग्रीन सर्टिफिकेट बिल्डिंग मीन्स समझो आपका 5,000 है, अभी एग्जाम्पल 26,000 आता है तो मैं आपको 10,000 करके देता हूँ. सराउंडिंग विल बी हायर maintenance, your property will be lower maintenance, you will get a better sale rate whenever you want to sell. Builder also gets a premium of 2, 3, 4,000 square foot per square foot as increment के green building बनाया है. Overall society maintenance जो भी है 10-15 करोड़ ही लगता है इतना बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट में. If only spending 15 crores by the developer, आपको हमेशा सुख हो जाता है, वेयर हिज कॉस्ट covers only in 2 3 years only. The investment cover हो जाता है, and then that savings is running into lakhs to the society. So it is very important to have green building. Builders may say no, it increases the cost by 500 rupees square feet, but हमें तो आगे जीना है with that inflated maintenance, which is very unaffordable. Dadar में there are societies, people only to cover the maintenance, they give it on flat on rent कि भाई मेंटेनेंस तो कवर हो जाएगा, इनकम आवे या नहीं आवे. दैट इज द सिचुएशन प्रिवेलिंग. दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव टू थिंक एंड लुक ahead of that, and once we prepare that, we can put this is the cost you have to include that way. So green certification cost 10 to 18 crores खर्चा आता है. सेल प्रीमियम, अगर तुम्हारा सेल प्रीमियम 5% से बढ़ गया 45 का, तो उसको 90 करोड़ प्रॉफिट होता है. सेल प्रीमियम 8% बढ़ गया तो 144 करोड़ बचता है. ग्रीन होम लोन रेट कंसेशन भी है. सोसाइटी विद ग्रीन बिल्डिंग लोन ऑल्सो यू गेट अ रिडक्शन. Developer also benefits, you also benefit, the maintenance also benefit. Resident energy plus water savings per year 1.5 to 3 lakhs per flat per year. Okay. So there are agencies to it uh, by the government. Policies are there. Green building initiatives are there. Policies are there. I will share that someday. So it is a win-win situation. Never heard of, but we have to do this and look at it. Okay. This is just the timeline I've always given you. Okay. Complete financial. More we will go. Okay. I think it's 5 to 9. So this is what I've covered. I'll just go rush through it. Whatever is the construction cost I've given you, premiums I've given you, project cost I've given you in terms of costing, and this is the just the chart of what all is constituting the project cost, how it is constructed, and how the detailed review is there. Saleable area build-up is also repetition. This is also repetition. Phasing wise revenue is also there, and I think net cash flow is important, and key fundamentals are there. So I think I've covered almost all this in making you understand okay, what all needs to be thought about before heading for a developer. प्लान होना वो जरूरी है. बाजू में ही एग्जाम्पल है. Promise has been made something else, the plan is not showing that. So that is something to worry about for them, not for us. Okay. But the whole idea is कि हमारे neighbor के साथ ही ऐसा हो रहा है. So anyway, so cost over an impact I have given, green building certification I have given, regulatory approvals. These are paperwork. So once transparency is there, communication is there, everything flows properly. This is the time limit I'll share with you all. Okay, the presentation. So then you can see. So we'll have more time for question answers, pre-construction, during construction, scope of work, the main fundamentals I have explained to you कि what is the role, why you need a role PMC. क्योंकि अगर 11 मार्च को कोई हाई कोर्ट में ऑर्डर पास होता है तो 15 मार्च को मैं आपके ऊपर प्रेजेंट करता हूँ. सो एवरी सिंगल थिंग is there a solution to it? Most of the problems are solved by the High Court for us to understand as a setting an example for us. The policies are there. Policies are always for improvement. They will never be on the negative side in terms of additional area, additional forest. Once TOD is implemented, like already Dhanukarwadi, which comes Meat Chowk, उसको लग के there is a building of 57 floors. Borivali East में 7 buildings of 62 floors are already constructed. All 7 are connected from 7th floor and all are entering the metro station. Now MMRD is asking 10 crore रुपया दो तो हम दरवाजे देंगे आपको अंदर आने का, to use that. But the whole idea is proper thinking, planning. So the whole idea is के next 5, 10, 15 years you should be के wherever I am staying, वो 15 मिनट में मेरा स्कूल हॉस्पिटल होना चाहिए, वो 15 मिनट में मेरा वर्किंग ऑफिस होना चाहिए. दैट इज हाउ the vision should be there for us. Okay, no more traveling. People still travel from Pune, still travel from Surat every day and go. But ideally, less of traveling, more with your family and friends. You can spend the time, and that is how you can live a happier life in that. So, another thing, as a PMC, while you are out, you all will be informed by the dashboard softwares in terms of timelines, material input, material checking. Everything is done online always, and you get a feel of it. That everything is in progress, or you feel something is going out of turn or not in proper. That software we will introduce to you, to all the members. They can use it, and you get better knowledge of that. Even during construction, there are 153 checkpoints, 35 parameters for a PMC to regularly visit and give you the report. Okay. Have you ever heard of that? No. So these are the minutiae, because basically I have a background of constructions of 35 years, family also. तो हमने रेती भी उठाया है, गमेला भी उठाया है, और आज हम डॉक्यूमेंट से आपको समझा भी सकते हैं हाउ इट कैन बी डन, व्हाट गोज रॉन्ग. वन स्लाइड चेंज इन द प्लान gives a changes of lakhs of rupees in terms of utilizing the proper planning of that. So this is basic approvals, design. Architect bolo, we have a team of architect. He is also here. We will just introduce. Uh, so uh, even the financials, due diligence also, she is also here. I will just introduce you once we complete, before we start the question answers. So just feel to understand कि एक आदमी का काम नहीं है. So it is a teamwork. Team has to grow. Okay. So sales strategy, documentation is very important. Okay, what is written, if and but, is very important in terms of documentation. How well it is written. क्योंकि हमेशा बिल्डर बोलता है कि मैं तुमको इतना स्क्वायर फुट दूंगा, प्लस और माइनस 2-3%. तो प्लस तो कभी होगा नहीं, माइनस ही होगा. Okay. So that all situations are there. What should we ask from the developer? The financial strength, completion, member area enhancement, corpus registration, income tax return. सिंपल दो चीज जरूर देखना है कि जितने प्रोजेक्ट्स है वो सबको उसने कन्विंस दिया है कि नहीं, कि अभी भी पकड़ के रखा है. दैट इज द मेन थिंग. कन्विंस करके दिया है कि नहीं दिया है. कितने आज 50,000 बिल्डिंग्स आर देयर विदाउट ओसी. उसकी गलती हमारी जो होती है एज अ परचेसर. हम लाखों रुपया बोले फ्लैट दिए, जल्दी घुसो अंदर, हमको सॉफ्ट पोजेशन दो, हमको फर्नीचर का काम करना है. ऐसे ही तरह पूरे लोग सब घुस जाते हैं, बिल्डर निकल जाता है कि अभी मुझे क्या जरूर है. सब लोग ने तो पोजेशन ले लिया है विदाउट ओसी. 50,000 केसेस आर फॉर दैट ओनली, कि भाई पीपल वांट टू टेक, जल्दी करो घर में घुसो, वो करना है. बट टुडे even the Supreme Court has says taking possession of one flat which you have purchased without OC is also crime, illegal. you know so these are the basic things we need to understand from the um, developer. स्टील भी कौन सा यूज करने वाला है, कौन सा ग्रेड करने वाला है. बट अल्टीमेटली इट इज़ अ वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स मैट्रिक्स एंड सिचुएशन फॉर एवरीवन टू अंडरस्टैंड. बट दिस वे डेवलपर कुछ बोलेगा, कुछ करेगा, but even the DA, yeah, okay. So we'll now do that closing for that, and I hope I could give some information, some knowledge, some clarification to you, and we can go ahead with the question answer session, right? Before that, I'll just 1 minute to introduce my team, and then is that okay? Yeah. So we have architect is there, is Yash Pawar. Then due diligence and as a CA doing RERA registration, her name is Julie Kadam. Then from the marketing team, we have Geeta. Please come. We'll just take one photo together with the team. So, and I think the legal aspect, uh, Advocate Sabha Qureshi, and please come for just 1 minute. We don't want to waste time. And so this is our team for marketing, for RERA registration, for um architect knowledge in terms of that, and the legal persons are there. She is Sabah Qureshi. This is so. This is just a team. What I'm trying to say is, that in spite of whatever I've explained to you, it is a team works which takes it further. There is absolute transparency there. Communication is there. So it is a win-win situation for everyone, right? So thank you all for coming, and we'll start with the question answer session right now. Please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Giovanni and team. We'll open the house for questions, but we'll have a separate format today. One question from the physical people sitting over here and one online question, because yesterday people were complaining that online walo ko they were not answered properly. So voice out होएगा ना? Anybody from the Zoom पे किसी को पूछना तो पूछ लो ना. Mic देना तिकडे. Mic पे.
Hello.
Yeah.
That now that Avinash plot is being mentioned as 1166A, whether it will make any difference?
That is a wrong statement. 1176, hey, it will always be mentioned as 116 part. We will also mention that we are also part of that 1176 plot, which is one rectangular plot, जिसका subdivision नहीं हुआ है. Okay? So it will always be written 1176. You can always write it part because we are also part of it, that way. Till finally, when we decide something to do about it, but as of now, it will be 1176. Yeah.
Hello, hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Giovanni Saab. You have explained it very nicely.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, you have explained very nicely, and you have proved that ignorance is not the excuse.
Correct.
We start with the ignorance and then start the blame game, right?
Correct.
I want to ask you one simple question. There is a Gita Kiran Society
Okay.
at 4 bungalows constructed by Guru Krupa. They have constructed within 18 months.
Okay.
So is it a quality or it is a quantity?
So that is a very good question. जैसे कि हमने देखा बैंकिंग में भी डिसरप्शन आ गया कि पहले हम चेक लेते थे, चेक जमा करते थे, तीसरे दिन बैंक में खड़े रहते थे, आज जीपे से 1 सेकंड में हो जाता है. सिमिलरली इन कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑल्सो देयर इज बिन लॉट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी अपग्रेडेशन. जैसे इफ यू सी मेट्रो एंड द हाईवेज, बनता कुछ है, इट इज ऑन असेंबली मोड, प्री फैब्रिकेटेड आता है, इधर आके असेंबली होता है. सिमिलरली माई वन टेक्नोलॉजी इज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन हाउसिंग ऑल्सो. सो मच ऑफ द, जैसे कि आप देखते हैं कि एवरी स्टॉल, एवरी दिस स्लैब हैज वो पल्ली वल्ली तोड़ के खिल्ला मार के करते. नाउ इट इज प्री फैब्रिकेटेड इन आयरन कास्ट. सो द होल every floor is of the same dimension, same quality, same mix. So that is called my one technology. तो जो पहले एक स्लैब 1 महीने में होता था, अभी 1 महीने में 3 स्लैब होता है. Because it's all concrete only pouring. There is no brick work in that.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि ये 20 बरस टिक सकता है क्या बिल्डिंग? 20 years.
Yes, yes.
There is a report. All these new construction will not sustain for more than 20 years. Our building is 47 years old.
Correct.
Still it is strong because it is constructed as per reinforcement, RCC.
Correct.
Right?
So speed wise, the technology has changed. Material is better, quality is better, consistency is better. Okay. Speed has increased. तो हमको ऐसा लगता है जल्दी बन गया तो ये जल्दी टूट जाएगा. It is not that way. If you see Sitco, प्रीफैब टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करता है. पूरा फ्लैट पूरा किधर बनता है, आके इधर असेंबल होता है. 14 फ्लोर बिल्डिंग, possession in 96 days. Okay, but it will take time for people to understand that कि नहीं ये जल्दी बना दिया या नहीं तो कुछ लोचा है. That is the feeling you get. But technology is improving day by day. अभी 3D प्रिंटिंग है, 7 दिन में पूरा रो हाउस बना देता. I myself in Murbat doing the first 3D printing project of 161 plots row houses. In 7 days, one row house will be made. So technology is improving, the quality is also improving, and the durability is also increasing. Even that 3D printing gives you earthquake resistance also.
Thank you very much.
थैंक यू फॉर द वंडरफुल प्रेजेंटेशन। काफी सारी क्लैरिटी दी आपने, बट आपने जो मेंशन किया था कि दो चीजें पूछनी है फ्रॉम कंस्ट्रक्शन पर्सपेक्टिव एंड क्वालिटी पर्सपेक्टिव। कैन यू हियर मी नाउ? या सॉरी। या फर्स्ट थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द वंडरफुल प्रेजेंटेशन। काफी सारी क्लैरिटी आपने दी है। दो मुद्दों पे खास करके मुझे पूछना है। एक, आपने बताया था कि वी नीड कॉर्पोरेट बिल्डर और कॉर्पोरेट डेवलपर। ओके, वो कॉर्पोरेट की डेफिनेशन क्या है? क्योंकि यानी कोई रेप्यूटेड बिल्डर होगा, अभी मैं नाम ले भी सकता हूँ, जैसे महिंद्रा लाइफ स्पेसेस आपने जिक्र किया, टाटा का जिक्र किया, गोदरेज है, L&T है। सो ये वाले लोग हैं, तो ऐसे कितने लोग होंगे? और दूसरी चीज ये है कि इन लोगों में से अगर हम टेंडरिंग प्रोसेस करते हैं तो आपके कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल क्या है? कितने सारे लोग उसमें से पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे हमारे लेवल के प्रोजेक्ट के लिए? ये एक क्वेश्चन हो गया। दूसरा इसी से जुड़ा हुआ है कि व्हाई गो फॉर अ बिल्डर? इफ यू हैव एक्सपर्टीज इन सेल्फ रीडेवलपमेंट, is there a possibility? I understand that there are nuances, but the chief minister himself is promoting that. You have close proximity to some of the ministerial level people. I saw those photographs here. Mr. Darekar is being appointed specifically for that reason. So do you see that possibility?
So self-development, I'm already doing 4 projects in Bandra and Powai. Okay. But normally that momentum is catching up of self-redevelopment. And I also promote that. Okay. But public समझती है self development यानी सब हमको करना है. So that is not there. We, with a good team, PMC architects and CAs and marketing people, we can do that. I especially promote it because I have the building experience, construction experience also. So proper planning has to be done, but a mindset has to be there. Okay. There is, to some extent, funding is also promoted by the government through Mumbai Bank. Jidhar Praveen Darayaka is the chairman of this also and the chairman of the self-development also. So that they do the funding. Even the Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank is there, and mostly HUDCO will be invited because Maharashtra Bank, Mumbai Bank have a limitation of funds. So HUDCO is there to give them funding. Pursu budget maybe they have allocated some 2,000 to 5,000 crores for self-redevelopment. Even the slums are allowed to do self-redevelopment nowadays. So government की तरफ से हर तरीके से support है. ऐसा कोई चीज वो लोग ने बाकी नहीं रखा है कि हम इसमें साथ नहीं देंगे, बिकॉज दैट इज गोइंग टू हैपन. क्योंकि रास्ते में आप जाओगे 10 में से 8 जन को पूछोगे तो बोले हमारे इधर भी रीडेवलपमेंट चल रहा है. तो इट इज लाइक अ स्टेटस सिंबल हो गया. जैसे डायनोस कार्ड था मेरे पास 20 साल पहले, मेरे पास भी कार्ड है, ऐसा हो गया. एवरी वन शुड डू इट, बट दैट इज नथिंग हार्म इन दैट. बट वी गॉट लिमिटेड गुड बिल्डर्स एंड गुड बिल्डर्स हु आर गुड एट देयर वर्क बट विद अ गुड इंटेंट. जैसे कि वो बोल दिया कि मैंने बोला था आपको रोड फेसिंग दूंगा, मैंने आपको थोड़ी बोला कि ग्राउंड फ्लोर पर देगा, ऐसे भी है. सो कॉर्पोरेट्स व्हाट आई ऑलवेज इंसिस्ट, बिकॉज नॉर्मली आई एम डूइंग लार्ज प्रोजेक्ट्स ऑल्सो. तो इसमें एक फैमिली ओन कॉर्पोरेट है जो कुछ भी अपने हिसाब से चलाते हैं, और कुछ लाइक महिंद्रा है या टाटा है या बिरलाज है या गोदरेज है, वॉट एवर इट इज, दे हैव देयर ओन पर्टिकुलर wish to just be a part of the real estate redevelop industry. Corporates का, बड़ी कंपनीज का ये होता है कि we should not be left out where everyone is going. So उधर पैसा लॉस प्रॉफिट नहीं देखेंगे, काम लिया है तो काम करके देना है. That has to be there. And L&T can be a contractor also. डेवलपर कोई भी आएगा, ओके, तो क्योंकि जैसे कि बट ये कॉर्पोरेट्स हाउ दे वर्क विद अ फ्रंट रनर, जैसे कुछ डायरेक्ट आएगा नहीं, तो दोज फ्रंट रनर्स डू दी कम्युनिकेशन विद द सोसाइटी, गेट द मैंडेट, दे डू द प्लान पासिंग, वो सब वो करके खाली करके दो तो हम लोग करते, दैट इज द ओनली सिचुएशन टू टैकल. बट कमिंग टू सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट, आई एम ऑलवेज गेम फॉर इट, इट कैन हैपन, बिकॉज जो बिल्डर आज लेके जा रहा है 4 लाख स्क्वायर फुट, आप 2 लाख स्क्वायर फुट अपने में भी वापर सकते हो, 1 लाख भी कर सकते हो. तो आपका कि अगर आपने सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट किया, आपको ये एरिया मिलना है, आपका ब्रेक इवन क्या है 30,000, तो आप 31,000 में भी माल बेचोगे तो तुम्हारे को यू विल स्टिल गेट व्हाट अ बिल्डर इज गोइंग टू गेट.
Yeah, that's exactly the reason
Yeah.
why I asked that question. You talked about
गॉट माई पॉइंट. मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ कि हमारा कॉस्ट इज 30,000 रुपीज अ स्क्वायर फीट, तो आज मैं 31,000 में इधर बेचूंगा तो माल बिकेगा कि नहीं बिकेगा, हाँ या ना. सो दैट इज हाउ वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट इज माय डाउनसाइड. तो इनिशियल मुझे समझो 5-10% रेस करना है ना, तो मैं बोलूंगा मैं 30,000 में ही माल बेच डालूंगा, 10,000 फुट, 50,000 फुट. आई विल डू द कॉस्टिंग, मेरा 31 का हो जाएगा 33, बट आई विल गेट दैट इनिशियल फंडिंग एंड विल मेक मी स्ट्रॉन्गर. तो वो अक्सर सबको हजम नहीं होता है कि हाँ यार ये कैसे हम बेच सकते हैं इतने कम में, पर तुम्हें तो वही मिल रहा है जो है. इनफैक्ट यू कैन गेट मोर ऑल्सो, बिकॉज बिल्डर का पूरा कंपोनेंट तुम लेके जा रहे हो, तो यू कैन ऐड इट टू योर एरिया एंड टू योर कॉर्पस दैट वे.
Yeah, I mean, the tentative, I mean, if the numbers that you showed for cash flow, if they are true in nature,
Yeah.
then self is a pretty profitable kind of a project.
100%, 100%.
And you mentioned about L&T. I mean, in fact, my question was mainly because of from that perspective. If you do self, and if you can appoint someone like L&T to construct, then
ओनली एल करने का ना, खाली हमें प्लान पास करके दे देना है और उसको दे देना है.
quality is taken care.
यस, टाइमलाइंस आर आल्सो देयर.
Thank you.
Anybody on the Zoom who wants to ask a question, please unmute yourself and आप पूछ सकते हैं सवाल अपना. Requesting again, anybody on Zoom, if he wants to ask something, please unmute yourself.
You'll have to do that unmuting.
Okay, hi. Okay, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Javed, go ahead. You are audible.
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you so much for this. I think मेरा एक सवाल 79A को लेकर है. The thing is, we did a SGM last December, लेकिन वो एक general SGM था, not specifically for cluster redevelopment. And now we have decided that we are moving ahead as a cluster. So do we need a new SGM, which is specifically for cluster redevelopment? That's my question to you. And the second thing is online meeting legal? Because I saw your video in which you said कि as of now it is not legal. फिलहाल वो illegal माना जाता है. Thank you so much.
So, your second question, whether online is legal or illegal,
जी जी yeah.
in terms of this is an informative session. There
Okay.
are no resolutions to be passed.
Okay.
There only the but for the redevelopment, जैसे कि हमको रीडेवलपमेंट करना है, वो रेजोल्यूशन हमने पास किया है कि रीडेवलपमेंट करना है नहीं करना है. देन क्लस्टर इज जस्ट एन ऑफ सूट कि भाई क्लस्टर करना है, सेल्फ करना है, वॉट एवर करना है, बट रीडेवलपमेंट करना है. तो ओनली द फर्स्ट मीटिंग इज क्रूशियल. If you cross that, then any subsequent meetings, then you don't need that quorum also. Then you can have online also, because it may not be counted also, but at least as part of transparency and knowledge, you are part of it and getting to know what it is. Have I answered your question? Hello.
Javed, unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah.
ओके सर, बिकॉज मैंने ये आपका एक वीडियो देखा था जिसमें आपने कहा है कि फिलहाल वो एनीवेज जो ऑनलाइन मीटिंग की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं, कि फिलहाल इट इज नॉट लीगल. तो दैट वाज वन क्वेरी, क्योंकि कल को सी एनीबडी फ्रॉम दिस क्लस्टर कैन रेज अ क्वेश्चन, राइट? एंड कल को जाके अगर एक हमारे सामने चैलेंज आ जाता है तो इट विल एक्चुअली impede our process which we
Correct.
don't want to happen.
So today's
Yeah.
meeting is an information session where
Okay.
I'm just presenting you what you can get, what you are
Mhm.
eligible, what are the
Okay.
challenges you are facing in terms of
Mhm.
road. हाँ वो clarify कर दिया, CRZ का
Okay.
clear कर दिया.
Okay.
So this
Okay.
is an information session.
Okay,
Finally,
sir. Yeah.
so only the first meeting जो आपका
Okay.
शायद हो गया है.
जी वो
First
ऑनलाइन
meeting,
हुआ था. राइट या
there is
हाइब्रिड था
no
वो.
challenges to that.
राइट.
Subsequent meetings don't need that 67% quorum. There's
उनको
a
वो
high
भी नहीं
court judge-
चाहिए. ओके.
there is a high court judgment to it because
All right.
99% either I'll speak from DCPR or from the notification or from the court's order. So court
Okay.
order says there is no provision in the Cooperative Act that the second meeting also has to have 2/3. It's only the
All right.
first.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So subsequent meeting में फिर भले 25 आवे, but the managing committees should ensure that everyone is informed that this
Okay.
meeting is happening by
Okay.
email, speed posts, or whatever it is.
तो एक ऑफिशियल कम्युनिकेशन होना
Yeah, and
चाहिए.
you can
Okay.
we will make a website also, so people
right.
will get notification from that also.
Mhm.
This is how
Okay.
once they are communicated and they felt that I was heard. See, that is
Mhm.
the main thing. कोई पूछे सवाल सही रहे या नहीं भी रहे या पूछने के लिए पूछा हो, but he should feel that feeling कि I was heard. That is what
बिल्कुल या
I.
पार्टिसिपेशन होना चाहिए वो. Okay, and just to conclude the second question, sir, you said के we don't need that. I mean, you 79A के जो cluster redevelopment का जो section है to at end ना, it said के एक specific there should be for cluster redevelopment. लेकिन आप कह रहे हो कि उसकी जरूरी नहीं है, right? It's not.
Hey, once
It's
the
not.
whole idea is redevelopment has self-redevelopment, redevelopment as cluster,
Okay.
redevelopment solo. So then whatever is there, but ultimately वो भी approval तो SDM में ही होगा ना. कहने का
Right.
मतलब है कि मैनेजिंग कमिटी विल पुट अप के भाई अगर सेल्फ करना है तो दिस इज द इश्यू, हाउ मेनी पीपल आर
Yeah.
अग्रीइंग टू इट. अगर क्लस्टर
Mhm.
करना है तो बेनिफिट्स हमने दिखाया कि बेनिफिट्स आपको 305 मिलेगा, क्लस्टर में जाएंगे तो बेस इज 376 which you will not get if you are not a cluster, you know.
Okay, sir, I'm so sorry to just be so repetitive. लेकिन agenda में should it be mentioned कि we are going for cluster redevelopment? क्योंकि फिलहाल ये थोड़ा dispute चल रहा है. Should it be a specific agenda that we want to go
Yeah, so
for
I
cluster
think for
redevelopment?
the whenever the meeting is there, agenda should be there for a cluster
Okay.
redevelopment, and the
Okay,
benefits
sir.
are already there with you. So I don't think so
Okay.
anyone should have a problem with cluster. Yeah.
Not at all, sir. Thank you so much for this. You have been very helpful and very patient. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Just one more question I just want to ask you regarding LUC.
Land
You have
under
not mentioned,
construction.
yeah, you have not mentioned anything. So who bears the cost of LUC? Do we
All
bear the
cost-
cost or do the,
All costs are borne by the developers.
okay. Because in some
see, that is,
projects,
we have to be very clear. GST you will pay, construction cost you will pay. We are just entitled for a free flat and rent and corpus. Rest all expenses is yours. That has to be documented and accepted.
okay, so LUC is paid by the,
Yeah.
okay.
Hello,
Yeah.
sir. Could you please repeat the address? I think you told us some CS 360
CSR53.com. That is
53.
CSR because it is called Chhatrapati Shivaji Raje Complex 53 Societies. So CSR53.com.
Sir, another question. Development which you said, what is the financial burden on the member? Like you said, the Hudco or someone would give us a loan. So is it loaned and it's the flat is mortgaged to them and we have to pay back, or what exactly?
So the loan in a self-redevelopment, the mortgage is almost always on the saleable component, not on your actual flat. Initial level, they may take the land as lien, but the moment saleable component खड़ा हो गया और माल नहीं बिका, तो then the loan, the mortgage is shifted only to the saleable component, which you can sell. The profit is yours. आप 40 में बेचो, 50 में बेचो, उनको उनका खाली रनिंग कॉस्ट इंटरेस्ट पे होता है. दैट ऑल्सो सपोज आपका 100 करोड़ का लोन भी पास होगा And if you utilize 25 crores, you will be charged on a simple interest of 25 crores. It is an 84-month scheme. 5 साल आपको पैसा ही देंगे, which includes the rent also. The biggest advantage of self development is fully funded. आपको rent हर महीने बैंक से आएगा, वो आपकी आधी नींद पूरी नींद हो जाएगी. That is the best advantage. All rent is covered. Corpus of course end time पे होता है, but everything is covered.
Thank you.
Okay, okay. Can I have one more question, please?
Yeah.
Faiz?
Yeah, go ahead.
Faiz? Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also, regarding the property card, as you mentioned, we don't have it. We have not updated it to reflect our name. So would you strongly recommend that we first get that done, get our name added to the property card?
See, property card will give you a title.
Mhm.
Okay. So when you go for redevelopment, builder will ask, where is the property card? You don't have your name. तो हम
Right.
बोलेंगे कि नहीं वो सब खर्चा तुम करो. अभी वो 6 महीने में करेगा कि 6 साल में करेगा मुझे नहीं मालूम. तो we should do it.
Right.
For
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah.
you will be
Bilkul.
on a
Thank you so much.
stronger wicket to negotiate.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Sir, the very important thing is you forgot to mention what would be your cost.
My cost,
Yeah, your costing, what is it? Because this, this is, what are your charges, for, as a PMC?
very good cost. Very good question. So I'll tell you as a professional, the whole project cost पे ने जो construction cost होता है, on that I charge 2% on the construction cost. Okay. So I'm happy you asked that question. क्योंकि अक्सर क्या होता है, पीएमसी सोसाइटी अपॉइंट करती है लेकिन वो बिल्डर भरेगा, हम कुछ नहीं देंगे. ओके. सो अक्सर मैं आपको सवाल करता हूँ कि फिर मैं पीएमसी आपका हुआ कि बिल्डर का हुआ. ओके. बट आई अंडरस्टैंड. सो व्हाट आई गिव अ सोल्यूशन टू इट कि वॉट एवर इज माई कॉस्ट इज मेंशन इन द टेंडर. ओके. बट अक्सर क्या होता है कि जब काम चालू होगा, unless and until I put a clause, okay, unless and until society is happy with my work, they will instruct the developer to release my payment. If you say no, I have not done good work, then you are at liberty to stop it. Otherwise, if I say can I, builder will pay, he will pay, but he will not get that situation कि भाई ये तो मेरा आदमी है, मैं पैसा दे रहा हूँ. That effect should not be there. And that is why mostly I have been called for that कि I am society's man. Builder के लिए तो एक business है, एक और project हो गया, 15 है, 20 हो गया. हमारे लिए तो हमारा एक ही घर है. तो एक का भी घर सुरक्षित करना मेरी जवाबदारी, responsibility है. That way.
You mean to say there's no down payment now for anything?
Not exactly. So there are what I had offered. देखो, at this stage, if you see the work I have at hand, so it is only making more people happier and that. So there is no issue in that. In fact, मैंने ये भी कहा था कि we'll have to apply for CRZ2 also to get confirmation to mangrove also. Confirmation उसका भी लेना है. ये सब हम immediately application आपके लिए करके दे सकता हूँ. Whatever. If you feel you don't want to bear that cost at this moment, I can do that, bear that cost. Only thing, that particular cost should be recovered in the tender, besides the fees. Got my point?
I got it. I got it.
क्योंकि एप्लीकेशन करना, फॉलो अप करना, इट इज जस्ट स्ट्रेंथनिंग योर बेस फाउंडेशन, वेयर बिल्डर को हमको मौका नहीं देने का, ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है, इसके लिए होगा, मैं तुमको सब करके देता हूँ. Even for the 53 societies, 53 societies only have conveyance, 50 don't have. So I went to Sanjeev Jaiswal and asked him कि अब मैं इसको कन्वेंस करता हूँ, 6 महीने में तो ये बिल्डिंग मुझे तोड़ना है, so why are you asking for it? तो he said आज तक किसने ने मुझे ये सवाल नहीं किया है, लेकिन तुम किया है तो आई सपोर्ट यू. बिल्डर आएगा, आईओडी आएगा, उसके 10 महीने के बाद तू वो जूनी बिल्डिंग जो टूट जाएगी उसका कन्वेंस करके देना. मेन इज रेवेन्यू फॉर देम. ओके. That way.
Because even you said that we should try to put the property card in our name.
Correct.
This is a very expensive proposition because we tried to do it from Samir, but it was coming into lakhs. So can you just tell me what's the approximate cost of putting your name in the property card? Approximate with the Mojni, Saat Bara and collectors. and
Just to add
everything.
to his question also, what are the repercussions if we don't do it?
The builder will do it.
Only the bargaining part, no?
The builder will do it. But he'll charge double, triple, as he says. But just what's the
To get
costing
that
for the
idea, we
property
can at
card?
least have a clear view.
See, conveyance, importance of conveyance, you understand. Okay. Once you have a registered conveyance, you are protected. Mutation in the property card, it just gives you one paper that you are the owner. Court का क्या judgment है? Just mutation entry doesn't entitle you to ownership of the land. But your conveyance does. But it is a process we should follow and get it done. So that, like in MADA, I'll tell you, example where MADA is the owner, he'll always remain the owner. तो उसका बिल्डिंग का कन्विंस करना मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कंपल्सरी लो, बिकॉज इफ सपोज समथिंग हैपेंस टू द बिल्डिंग, कुछ हो गया, then you are not the owner, you have just purchased your flat, you have not purchased the building. So माड़ा अपने मन में आएगा तभी वो फ्लैट बनाएगा, बिल्डिंग बनाएगा और आपको फ्लैट देगा. बट इफ यू हैव द कन्वेंस ऑफ दैट बिल्डिंग, आप खुद रीडेवलपमेंट कर सकते हो. सो देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन ओनरशिप. आप लाखों रुपया दे देते हो फ्लैट खरीदने में, but title is most important, which is my specialty, getting title of the land. Like for my own properties, I have registered documents of 1908 also. You know, so it all helps you to get a good, clear, marketable title. कभी कभी क्या होता है, ये आउटस्टैंडिंग ड्यूज होता है कलेक्टर का, कलेक्टर प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड में डाल देता है, ये पैसा आएगा तो ट्रांसफर करना. बट गेटिंग टाइटल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट वी शुड नॉट for few lakhs of rupees, avoid that. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's a very long process, no, to get the name in the property card.
It's a 3 months process. खाली आपका mindset willingness होना.
नहीं, लेकिन under the table भी बहुत चलना देना पड़ता है ना उसमें.
एक कहावत है, कायदिया ना चला.
हाँ. कायदिया का मतलब?
कायदे से चलो. Okay, I'm so sorry. I just want to add something here. कि recently the Maharashtra government has now proposed कि जो भी property card के updations है और जो 7/12 के updations है, they are going to do that free of charge. I think ये last October वगैरह का कुछ उनका वो था. So I hope we can even look into this thing कि they are going to update this free, पूरा एक regularize कराने वाले हैं free of charge over the last 59 years. So I think this is something we can keep in mind. It may not be as expensive as people are assuming right now. See, आज भी है ना free है. Property card पे नाम चढ़ाने का आज भी free है. It is a process.
Okay.
500 rupees fees you have to pay. That's it.
Okay.
So the
Yeah,
cost
exactly.
is
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
काम जल्दी करने का हम देते हैं.
I get it. Yeah.
You got my
Okay.
point?
Yeah, bilkul. Yeah. Yes, sir. Bilkul. Yeah.
I think we have the convince. We have the convince.
Hello.
So there should not be any problem if we go for the.
नहीं, property card पे नाम चढ़ा दो ना. Municipality will not accept your proposal if your name is not there on the
So
property
we have to
card.
go to survey office here.
हाँ.
Survey office. And they do it, no?
Application
Hello.
करो.
Okay, my question is to avoid a conflict of interest and an excess between the PMC, who is our appointee, and the builder. So why should the builder pay you directly? Why don't
Yeah,
you
correct.
to us so that we have control
So
over
that's what exactly I say, and I say it in every session. Builder will pay to the society, and only if society is happy with me, they will pay me. Very simple. I only say that you pay to the society, society will pay me. That way. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, that I think I did not mention it, but everywhere in my all sessions I say that only. If you have to prove that I am right and I am confident of doing your work, then I don't mind taking money from you that way.
Yeah, Mr. Hatem, you can go ahead.
Yeah, this property card registration is an individual process or the society's
Society.
responsibility,
Society.
not the individual.
No, society's name will come on the property card.
So the society will be responsible for getting each and everyone to be endorsed on the property card.
No. Only the society name will come on the property card.
Okay, not the individual members.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, sir. Fantastic presentation. I just would appreciate if you can like go in little more detail. What will it actually involve in getting this CRZ clearance, this DP road, which will be, I think you'll need an environment clearance since this is passing through that CRZ 1A, and this High Court you have to go. Can you just tell us, share with us what will it actually involve?
So, see, CRZ, in 1991 it came, okay, you cannot develop and you will get one FSI. Then in 2011, they made a differentiation between a sea and creek, bay. जैसे माहिम बे हो गया, माहिम क्रीक हो गया. 2011 में उसका हाई टाइड लाइन से 100 मीटर कर दिया. Okay. So it was a burning issue for all over India. Ke if you see, there was practically no redevelopment because of CRZ2. Okay. Bandra bolo, Warsaw bolo, whole coast of 7,500 kilometers, it was not possible. Finally, in 2019, they passed a gazette, high tide line से 50 मीटर अंदर and the landward side. जैसे दरिया और हमारे बीच में रोड होना चाहिए. So then that restriction is from 500 meters being brought to 50 meters. Now that has happened in 2019. Okay. Now there's a procedure delay of publishing it, printing it and all that. That's why that we have to go to ISRO and get that satellite image, spend that money to see where exactly is the high tide line. In the CRZ, you will get the high tide line, okay, which is normally much inside the sea also. You know, so 50 meters, so they say practically now only if the road is after your property. जैसे कि हम दरिये में है, हमारा बिल्डिंग है और उसके पीछे रोड है, तो then you come into CRZ2. But if there's a दरिया है, रोड है और फिर हमारा बिल्डिंग है, तो you are on the landward side. That is the technical term used, landward. So then you can do. It is only जैसे कि वो प्रोसीजर से बाज नहीं आते कि हमारा MCGM का जो है CRZ का हमारा NOC लेना चाहिए, अप्रूवल लेना चाहिए, just for, so paperwork has to be done, application has to be done for that. कि भाई we are out of it, then also if you are saying there, हाँ 20,000 square meter अपना क्रॉस होता है तो environmental clearance हमको दिल्ली से लेना है.
How much time does it take total? How much time roughly
For what?
for getting this approval on the paper?
3 months. Because every time they have a meeting, every time you make an application to the CRZ department, MCGM, they have a regular meetings where it is taken up in the agenda, discussed and all that, and the decision taken is communicated. कुछ query रहेगा तो they will ask for it, नहीं रहेगा तो
Before deciding the builder, this is a very important thing we should do.
Yes, अपना घर पहला मजबूत करो. That is the whole idea. Where I am willing to help you out, I can do it also for you all, since I have got that knowledge and experience in, because I also stay in Bandra CRZ only. So we can go ahead and start that and do it. This should be done immediately that way.
Thank you.
Just one last question, sir. I want to thank you a lot for clearing out the CRZ and the road issues, because we had a lot of confusion about it. So now you tell us we are clear. There's no problem on 9 meter, 18 meter, 12 meter or anything.
Fire NOC मिल जाएगा आपको.
Fire NOC भी मिलेगा, fire brigade सब मिलेगा और सब कुछ.
Much of the confusion what always I had, कि somehow the other will have some issue with the Rustam ji plot. Okay. But he himself only has put it in his plan 9 meter road, क्योंकि उसको भी अंदर आना है. उसका भी entrance is from the inside, touching Sheetal.
Okay.
आगे तो shopping है. तो आगे से कोई एंट्रेंस नहीं है, वो रोड से ही आना है, तो कंपलसरी ही आल्सो हैड टू मेक 9 meters ओनली.
This is no internal road from the there no.
This is no internal road. It is your part of your access to your buildings.
Fair enough. Okay.
अभी जो रोड है वो 9 मीटर कर देगा, लेकिन हमारा एप्लीकेशन विल बी 1176 प्लॉट, पार्ट ऑफ 1176 ओनली. which no one can deny. High Court का orders भी आपको judgment दिखा दिया कि you are entitled in 1176 only to the extent of the built up area of your building. Rest of is common area which buildings. I hope that is come in your conveyance also. Okay, that open air garden subsequently is in your this.
No, there is mention about the garden and the
Yes.
conveyance. I checked.
So that
Because in our conveyance also, if you check, the opening is on the eastern side,
Yeah.
which is hitting the CRZ area, not on this side.
Yeah. So everything is there in your documents. खाली पढ़ने की जरूरत थी.
Sir, I want to add on to this, the same explanation that you gave. At the moment, what you have proposed here, okay, and I was actually hoping that someone else will ask this question, but since no one has asked, I am actually asking you because we had a presentation yesterday, okay, and there was another PMC, and they presented basis the proposed DP road, saying that that's how we can get maximum. There was a question asked again by me because your proposal is from the 27 DP road, sorry JP road, right? The main road. अभी उसमें सवाल ये है कि अगर अविनाश ने प्लॉट सेग्रीगेट कर लिया अपना, तो उसके बावजूद क्या हम क्वालिफाई करेंगे कि अभी क्या है, अभी सिंगल प्लॉट है, तो अभी तो हम क्वालिफाई हो रहे हैं कि एडजेसेंट टू मेन रोड. लेकिन अगर अविनाश ने सेग्रीगेट कर लिया, मोजनी कर लिया, 7/12 कर लिया, नाम कर लिया, उसने अपने सेपरेट कर लिया अपना प्लॉट, तो उसके बाद भी क्या हम मेन रोड एक्सेस दिखा पाएंगे या हमें 9 मीटर का दिखाना पड़ेगा?
मैंने आपको रुस्तम जी का प्लान दिखाया.
हाँ.
तो उसने ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं किया है. He has shown 6 मीटर का 9 मीटर का रोड कर दिया है. बराबर है. आपको हाई कोर्ट का ऑर्डर दिखा दिया कि conveyance or the ownership or the property card will be only to the extent of the built up area of the building, not of the land. So court judgments are there, everything is there, and he has followed that. There is no subdivision happened. Application is not there for subdivision. There is no going to, it will always remain 1176.
या बट सब डिवीजन अगर उन्होंने अप्लाई किया तो
आपको नोटिस आएगा ना.
हाँ बिल्कुल, हमारा एनओसी तो देना पड़ेगा.
So there is no question, such layouts में subdivision नहीं होता है.
हाँ.
Because the GR is also there of 2018. Okay. One land, many societies, common areas will always remain common for use of everyone.
सर ये इधर पीछे ये अजय का एक क्वेश्चन मैं आगे वो पूछना चाह रहा था कि अविनाश बिल्डिंग का आज प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड भी आज आप देखेंगे ना कि उसने 1176 बी करके आ चुका है उसका.
Correct.
Their area is around 6070 square meter.
Correct.
तो और अपने जो 7 बिल्डिंग्स रिमेनिंग है अभी, तो उसका 1176 ए है.
A B C D E F G
ए हो गया हुआ है, अभी ए है हम लोग का पार्ट.
Yeah.
तो अभी जैसे अजय भी वही पूछ रहा था कि मतलब दे हैव टू आस्क फॉर एन एनओसी व्हिच दे हैवंट डन इट. तो हाउ कैन दे मेक द प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड एज ऑफ नाउ? मतलब आई हैव दैट प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड विद मी. आई हैव डाउनलोडेड इट.
There are two aspects to it. Either you challenge it,
right,
or you accept and follow it.
Okay.
तो accepting and following में आपका भी नाम चढ़ जाता है ना, 116A हो जाता है.
Right.
So ultimately all 8 will come A B C D E F G H.
मतलब फिर जनकदीप भी स्टैंड अलोन में जा रहा है, तो वो 1176 आई थिंक सी हो जाएगा. फिर हम
So they are owners only to the respect of their built up area.
Okay.
They are not वो plot पूरा नहीं होगा, built up area जो होगा. This is how the judgment says.
There is one more question, आपने ये जो अभी proposed possibility बताया है, वो that is as per 2021 guidelines?
In terms of the area talking?
Yes, because, there was a presentation yesterday, again, I'm referring the same, where there is a, there is an existing rule which is applied, I think 2019 के हिसाब से, लेकिन 2021 के हिसाब से there is a future possibility ऐसे उन्होंने बताया था.
पूरा बम्बई 2021 33/9 में डेवलप हो रहा है.
Yeah,
so there is no question of future. What I have given you is actual. There will be only improvement. There will be no reduction. जैसे हम 3 के 6 सोसाइटी करेंगे तो आपको 668 का 698 मिलेगा.
हाँ.
That way.
Yes.
That.
So that's already.
So this is bare minimum as per policy. मेरा बना हुआ नहीं है. It is the I have just following the proper policy
I read it and implement.
नहीं, उन्होंने ऐसे बताया था कि there is a group of larger builders who are applying for it. So maybe in couple of years down the line, you will qualify for this.
See, already there are n number of proposals which have been passed. This was restricted to South Bombay. Now, Bandra में जो है मैं बोल रहा हूँ, that is also done by Runwal under 33(9). And 33(9), even Sanjeev Jaiswal has started accepting that we will also consider MADA land of 33(9).
Okay.
Till now, he has not done any 33(9) of MADA. Till I met him, I said, you think out the box. I am also thinking out of the box. Get it done. So I'll try for 33(5), not 33(9) hum dalenge. He has no choice because the government is pushing. If you go through his budget speech, Fadnavis ji ka, it is mentioning especially cluster development, because cluster gives you high rises, but it gives you more of greenery, green belt.
Yes, yes.
Okay, which is the biggest challenge for the government or Bombay city, ke there are green lungs are drying up. So ये हिसाब से हमको greenery मिलता है, garden मिलता है. So it is a win-win situation for everyone.
Sir, my only worry is, I mean, he is definitely pro self also, pro cluster also. काफी सारी सुविधाएं दे रहे हैं, no doubt. अभी आपने जो TOD का जिक्र किया था, तो उसका तो उन्होंने कितने सालों पहले मेंशन किया था. अभी भी मेट्रो एडजेसेंट एरियाज में 7 FSI दे ही नहीं रहे.
I just told you only 3 stations have been permitted. 3 stations have been permitted under TOD.
अपना प्रोजेक्ट आगे बढ़ेगा तो
अपन लाइन में कतार में
है, पॉसिबिलिटी है.
See, budget he has announced.
GR आना बाकी है, लेकिन
GR is there, policy is there. It is just I want to implement or don't want to implement. So to test it, they have started with 3 metro stations. They have given approval with TOD benefit for 3 metro stations. Ultimately, क्योंकि उनका जो thinking ही है, जितने जन ज्यादा मेरे मेट्रो के आजू बाजू रह गए तो मैं गाड़ी क्यों लेके जाऊं, ट्रेन में चढ़ के कॉर्पोरेट नहीं पहुंच जाओ ऐसा विद इन नो टाइम. दैट इज देयर थिंकिंग एंड दैट इज गुड फॉर अस आल्सो.
थैंक यू.
हाँ जी सर, हेलो.
या
हाँ जी सर, एक्चुअली इन्होंने बोला 2019 एंड 2021, वो उनका क्या कहना था कि 2021 का GR अभी तक आया नहीं है.
भेजू आपको.
थैंक यू सर. अच्छा, और एक क्वेश्चन. आफ्टर जनकदीप गोज द ओपनिंग बिटवीन द 2 buildings विल बी 9 मीटर. आपने जो टेबल दिखाया 9 मीटर में 70+ मीटर्स इज रेगुलेशंस, CFO पास होता है. करेक्ट ना? ठीक.
दैट इज व्हाई ही आल्सो हैज कंपल्सरी ब्लेसिंग इन डिस्गाइज. समझो उसने भी 9 मीटर ही रखा है.
ओके. So there is no need of 12 meter road in between. Anyone will get this benefit.
It is never a road. उसको रोड समझो ना, अपनी प्रॉपर्टी समझो. My property 116 is touching 27.4 meters.
No, that is for calculation of FSI. I'm talking from CFO के point of view से पूछ रहा हूँ.
मैंने आपको दिखा दिया.
हाँ, वो CFO का it was clear that 9 मीटर में 70 meters मिलेगा. मतलब जो बोल रहा है वो गलत बोल रहा था हमको.
सब किताब में है, खोल के आपको दिखाना मेरी जवाबदारी.
Thank you sir.
मानो या ना मानो.
Sir, I'm so sorry. Can I just ask one last question?
Yeah, please.
I think
Okay,
somebody's online is asking you a
yeah,
question.
okay, I'm asking something, yeah. Okay, हम 3 society जाए, sir, या 6 society जाए. So once when we are done with this thing, we will be merged into a single entity, right? With a single management committee, everything will be consolidated, right?
So normally what happens, okay, if there are 2 towers, then you can have 2 societies. एक टावर में 2 विंग रहेगा तो अलग अलग कब जो करना है आपको हम कर सकते हैं. So only thing is, जैसे कि corpus is given to the existing society members, right? There is a provision कि खुद या तो आप वो पैसा ले जाओ या सोसाइटी में रखो. प्लस सोसाइटी के लिए भी 5-10 करोड़ रुपया होना चाहिए. Okay, but that should be to the advantage of the existing members. New members coming in has to make good for it, or you get the benefit of that 10. Suppose 10 crore रुपया आपने बैंक में रखा, that interest should be credited to the existing members, not to the new members.
Okay. Okay, and once this new entity is formed, उसके बाद हम फिर से इसको segregate कर सकते हैं, right, into individual societies.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yep. Thank you so much.
Sir, my question here. Hello. My question is related to bank guarantee. See, is a lot of builders propose related to the percentage when it comes to the costing, right? And you have mentioned in your presentation, it is what you're going to propose is the corpus fund and the rent for 5 years. So how convenient it is for the builder to accept this offer? Plus, in your experience around the area, has any builder has in your this thing they have proposed that they have accepted this offer of giving 5 years as a bank guarantee for corpus and rent?
सो सवाल ये है कि वो हमारी ऑफर एक्सेप्ट करेगा या नहीं करेगा, बराबर है? सवाल वो है कि वो हमारी ऑफर एक्सेप्ट करेगा कि नहीं. वो हमारे पे है कि हमको नीचे उससे झुकना है कि उसको कन्विंस करना है. तो हमें पहला स्टेप आता है, हम हमारे घर में खुशहाल है, उसके लिए तो ये एक प्रोजेक्ट है. तो हमारी हमारी सेफ्टी देखना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि वो नहीं देगा तू तेरे घर पे मैं मेरे घर पे. बट जैसे कि मैंने बोला, ब्रेक इट इन टू. कंस्ट्रक्शन can be done by L&T. Why? For my 53 societies also, I have recommended L&T because L&T also has an L&T finance arm. So आगे पीछे builder कुछ आगे पीछे हुआ तो that L&T finance will take the profits and do the funding. So I am looking at from that angle also. Also we are tying up with an AIG fund where as a PMC service तो देता हूँ, I have a legal team service देता हूँ. Now wherever I go and a developer comes, I will arrange for the funding also in the extent of what is required. So at least where I am there, at least the builder default issue will not arise. That is how I am planning. क्योंकि अगर बिल्डर कभी कुछ ऊपर नीचे कर दिया तो हम तो अपने अपने घर बाहर रह रहे, हम किसके साथ लड़े किसके साथ जड़े. तो इसमें बैंक गारंटी होता है. तो बैंक गारंटी फॉर माय कॉर्पस एंड फॉर माय रेंट, ओके, एटलीस्ट फॉर द रेंट होना चाहिए. और बाकी हम बैंक गारंटी के बदले बोलेंगे कि व्हेन वी गिव यू एन ऑफर लेटर, you get a pre-approved loan from the bank for the full construction project, which is easier for him और better for हम कि उसको भी funding का provision हो गया. क्योंकि bank guarantee is a cost because bank keeps money and gives you the guarantee which goes into 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So ideally what I've thought is कि भाई you have a pre-approved bank loan. Once we sign the DA with you, then you get a approved loan. बट एटलीस्ट प्री अप्रूव लोन तो होना चाहिए. हमें समझना चाहिए कि बैंकिंग उसको खड़ा करता है कि नहीं. तो वो जब बैंक ही नहीं करता है, इंश्योरेंस नहीं करता है, तो हम खुद वी शुड ऑल्सो थिंक इट फ्रॉम दैट एंगल. बट रेंट इज वन इश्यू which is always troubling everyone, should be there, worried about that, concerned. उसका solution यही है कि you give us a bank guarantee for this. We may have difficulty in getting builders for that offer, but this is my suggestion to you. How strong we should be there and how we can get it done properly.
But my another question is, you're going to put this point during a tender process, right? Because according to that, the builder will come and approach us.
First, you all have to approve that. Before I put it in the tender, you have to approve what am I suggesting.
So this will be mentioned in your report, right? About the.
Of course, of course.
Okay, okay.
Just
Thank
to add to this question, lot of developers say कि we'll give you lien on our saleable property.
That is the biggest fraud.
That is I wanted to ask you. Thank you.
Simple language. वो माल बनेगा तो मेरा लीन खड़ा होगा ना. मेरा काम ही मैंने रोक दिया तो लीन किधर से हुआ? हाँ, उसको बोल सकते तू तेरे प्रोजेक्ट्स चालू है, लॉक एंड की दे दे तेरे घर जितने भी है.
Hello, sir. One question. There's a possibility that builder gives the rent on time, but the construction delays.
So as I said, अगर हमारा काम रुक जाता है, डिले हो जाता है, बराबर है, हमको रेंट नहीं मिल रहा है.
मिल रहा है मुझे, but construction डिले हो रहा है beyond 4 years, 5 years, 7 years.
But that means that is thing to worry about, no? खाली मुझे रेंट दे रहा है, ठीक है, मैं घर वापसी कभी जाऊंगा?
करेक्ट. तो पॉसिबिलिटी ऐसे अब मुंबई में है भी.
So there is, it is all on a documentation of your understanding. That if you don't complete in 36 months or 48 months, then what is the next step has to be documented. नहीं तो अक्सर बिल्डर जाता है कोर्ट में. कोर्ट आजकल क्या करते हैं, हाँ चलो आर्बिट्रेटर अपॉइंट करो, तुम लोग आर्बिट्रेटर करते रहो.
तो बिल्डर तो जेल में चले जाएगा, वो तो हाथ खड़े कर देगा. दैट इज द एंड ऑफ द मैटर. बट होम ओनर्स का क्या होगा?
सो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू इज, एक प्रोजेक्ट का 5 साल हम पकड़ते हैं, 3 साल में काफी काम हो गया होगा वी प्रिज्यूम, चौथे साल में वो डिफॉल्ट होता है, तो अगला 2 साल हमें रेंट मिलेगा, तो आधा हमारा फैमिली का टेंशन तो कम हो जाता है बैंक गारंटी की वजह से. सो एटलीस्ट वी आर रिलैक्स फॉर द नेक्स्ट 2 years, और 2 साल में उसका सोल्यूशन हम निकाल सकते हैं in terms of alternate developer, bring a equity partner, equity investor, that we can do.
So there are very minimal chances कि ऐसा हो, because एक बार बिल्डर डिफॉल्ट कर देता है तो सेकंड बिल्डर कोई भी जल्दी ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट में हाथ नहीं डालता है, considering also a cluster development.
So if you go through the recent Maharashtra policy of May 2025 and recent budget, a lot of thought process has gone into this. Stalled projects not being completed, where Maharashtra government has allocated 20,000 crores, and for MHADA to implement it and start completing such projects. So there is a push from MHADA government also कि अगर default हो गया तो ये है, but वो सब कायदे कानून पेपर वर्क फॉलो अप हमारी आधी जिंदगी निकल जाती है. But the idea is government has realized that and started blacklisting also कि people who have not given OC या ट्रांसफर करके नहीं दिया है. बट अगर हम हमारे वो सिचुएशन नहीं आवे, उसका मैं आपको सोल्यूशन दे रहा हूँ. जो टफ है, हार्ड है टू एक्सेप्ट, नहीं बिल्डर थोड़ी एक्सेप्ट करेगा, और नहीं करेगा तू तेरे घर पे मैं मेरे घर पे, रोकड़े हिसाब में ऐसे हम बात करते हैं नॉर्मली. बट द होल आइडिया इज के सी ये सिचुएशन कभी आएगा, आपका प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड पे कन्वेंस नहीं है, आपके प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड पे नाम नहीं है, तो तुम बोलेगा हाँ ठीक है भाई मत दे, काम कर. सो दैट सिचुएशन शुड नॉट अराइज. वी शुड बी स्ट्रांग ऑन आवर टाइटल.
Hello.
On that basis itself, one more thing, if the construction is delayed by more than 3 years, are we entitled to pay capital gains?
A good question.
I think we are entitled to pay capital gains for more than 3 years. Am I right?
So income tax officer का हमेशा काम है to show his performance by increasing revenue of the department.
Correct.
There is no penalty to him whether he is right or wrong. हम बरसों लड़ते रह जाएंगे, ultimately उसका order squash हो जाता है, लेकिन we have burnt our hard money, time and energy. But it has to be very well understood, and there is a solution to it.
What is the solution?
It is more of technical and legal, which I can give you in writing, कि how this can be avoided. There is a solution सबको है. Because I mean, it's not मैं बोलूँगा कि मेरे को I can give you in 2-3 days also, but what I understand, there is a solution. But if you ask me exactly, I will get you the case laws decision कि how it is not applicable or whether it is applicable. Okay, so penalty clauses will come if it crosses beyond 30 years, because practically 3 years कब से गिनोगे आप?
From the time of signing the DA or from vacation? I don't know. Vacation or DA. I'm not sure.
So I'll give you one simple solution to that. Okay. As far as income tax is concerned, since you have asked.
You have a seat. You have a seat. I think.
And it just clicked on me. So in a development agreement which I made, okay, so there is a concept of transfer of property. What is considered as transfer of property? That when you physically give possession to the developer, पूरा पैसा दिया कि नहीं दिया, that act is a transfer of property act. So that will incur the taxation part. But what do we put in our agreement? Ke on getting the plans passed, we are giving you a license to enter my property, to construct and get out. So if there is no transfer of property, there is no income tax applicable to that. You got my point?
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's a very important line because once you give possession, वो try करेगा उसके ऊपर loan भी लेने को. But that we should have it in the document. But this is the underlining principle which you can see. देखो ऐसा है, following the law is right, right? But avoiding is not a crime based on the laws. You got my point? So I may not pay if I have to payable, but I can avoid it. जैसे रिलायंस बरसों तक तो ₹1 टैक्स नहीं भरता था ना. He was an advantage of the rules, policies, procedures. So there's nothing wrong in that. So that is how we have to follow the rules which says. क्योंकि हर जीएसटी में भी एक सेक्शन निकलता है तो 30 केस खड़े हो जाते हैं. So our systems only made this way. There is always kintu parantu. Even in our DCPR, there are two important things. If you require 6.5 meters open space for a fire brigade, you are not allowed if it is not 6.5. But if you pay us officially, we will recommend कि नहीं इसको hardship है, इसको allow करो. तो तुम भले fire brigade नहीं आवे अंदर, लेकिन तुम पैसा दो and we pass the plan. That is one. Another thing is, whatever you do, there is always a column. If your building is not 30 years, it is at the discretion of the municipal commissioner to allow. तो उस दिन वो किधर से उठ के आता है हमको नहीं मालूम. कि घर से झगड़ा करके आएगा तो उस दिन सब रिजेक्ट करेगा, जिस दिन खुश रहेगा तो सब पास करेगा. So that is discretion which is wrong thing. तो always that किंतु परंतु हमेशा रहेगा. So remember this, never to give possession to a developer, but license to enter and get out. Complete it, take your C level and come out.
Will the developer accept your layout plans? Have they accepted it before? You know, because
See, for 53 societies, I have already made a layout plan. I made a walkthrough video. I have given it everything. So I have just given them the idea that 53 societies will now be 21 societies.
Okay.
21 buildings of 35 floors with a 5 lakh mall and all that. So basic homework I have done it for him. He has to just improve on it. Basically, he has to improve on it with the best of.
We'll have a last question now because we've already overshot by 1 hour.
सर एक टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन है. ये म्हाड़ा का जैसा आप बता रहे थे कि हम लोग ओवर डेंसिटी बिकॉज ऑफ द सीआरजेड बफर, हमारा सीआरजेड जो बफर कटेगा उसमें हमारी डेंसिटी ज़्यादा हो जाती है. तो वो बेसिस पे म्हाड़ा का आना इज ओके और somebody has told us कि म्हाड़ा नहीं आएगा हमारे इसमें if we are over occupying one FSI. You understanding?
So you are right.
जी.
But we are already coming below 4 FSI.
Okay.
So
after thing also after
so
the
अगर हमारा entitlement area,
जी,
builder का incentive area, both should cross 4 FSI. That is not happening in our case.
right.
Yeah. Whereas in MADA 53 buildings, 48,000 square meters, 3,488 are there. So it is already crossing 4 FSI. It is going to 7 FSI, 8 FSI.
Right.
So even in 33.9, there is no cap of only if it is below 4, you have to give some portion to MADA. Otherwise, you don't have to give.
What if म्हाड़ा भी आती है तो उसमें भी क्राइटेरियाज होते हैं, फ्लैट के साइजेस होते हैं म्हाड़ा के, like 60 meters, 90 meters.
There is no criteria.
There is no criteria.
That MADA can suggest
Okay.
what they want.
Because one of the developers has given us this proposal कि हम आपके इसमें म्हाड़ा का डालेंगे, प्रीमियम्स हम पे नहीं करेंगे, हम म्हाड़ा आपके इसमें डालेंगे, बट इट विल बी 90 स्क्वायर मीटर, लाइक 1200 स्क्वायर फीट फ्लैट्स. तो जो भी आएगा आपके इसमें वो एकदम एलीट फ्लैट ओनर्स आएंगे. तो हाउ फार इट इज ट्रू?
That is on MADA to decide.
Okay.
क्योंकि MADA wants for lower income group,
और
Right.
HIG भी आता है, उसमें 800 स्क्वायर फुट के भी फ्लैट्स आते हैं, माड़ा के प्लॉट्स में रो हाउस भी है.
अच्छा.
So it is not that way. Okay. But they have a target 2030 तक मुझे 8 लाख घर बनाना है, 2035 तक इतना बनाना है. But frankly speaking, it is related to the area. If an ideal flat over here is 500, 600 or 700, MADA is open to that. They are just concerned about the square foot I'm getting and how many flats I'm getting. और वो लॉटरी लगा के बेचते हैं. But what I happen to speak to the Mr. Vartak is there, who is in the CND below Sanjeev Jaiswal. So I said there is a provision to pay money and get out for MADA ko. Or within the same ward, you give us somewhere else. Now it is only restricted to ward. अगर वो वार्ड एक्सपांड कर दिया तो हम विरार में भी दे देंगे. उसको तो यूनिट से मतलब है.
बट वो एक्सपेंसिव हो जाता है.
Nothing.
कि माड़ा को यहाँ पे देकर एक्सपेंसिव होता है. माड़ा का प्रीमियम्स विल बी मोर एक्सपेंसिव आई बिलीव. नहीं.
So there is, it's all case to case. And all depends on the LRC ratio in terms of what is given. अगर कफ पेरेंट में रहेगा तो the prevailing rate is very high, but the ASA rate is low comparatively. So it is better to pay premium and tell him to get out. But विरार वसई में होगा तो मेरा happily तू माल ले ले.
और रेडी रेकनर रेट का
So sometimes it may be beneficial to give MADA, sometimes it may be not. So premium areas is not preferred to give to MADA. Okay. अभी 33.5 में they have started taking money, but घर नहीं, so that with that money they buy somewhere else that way. So here also they have given indication that we will take, but on record it is still the square foot. ऐसा.
थैंक यू.
This will be the last question, please. सर एक क्वेश्चन पूछने का मेरे को. अभी आपने जो अपडेट किया ना कि बिल्डर आया और बिल्डर ने टाइम पे काम पूरा नहीं किया या रेंट देते रहा, आपके करियर के साथ में ऐसा कभी केस हो गया है क्या जिसके अंदर आपने इस चीजों को कभी हाईलाइट किया और आपने उसको कंप्लीट कर दिया है करके?
मैं जिधर किया ऐसा कभी कुछ हुआ नहीं, और मैं इधर रहूंगा तो ऐसा कभी होगा नहीं. But the whole idea is because see today it's not only just a PMC. I come from the developer background, plus I have a legal background, legal setup also, plus I have a marketing team also, and plus we have just recently tied up with AIG fund, Alternate Investment Growth Fund is introduced by India government only, just SEBI registered, wherever now I will go with the funding also. क्या builder आप कुछ भी लेके आओ, कोई भी आवे, my funding is ready. So at least your, yeah.
ओके, मतलब वो चांसेस कम है मतलब वैसा होने का?
Nil chances, कम क्या? See, because I am not just saying advisory नहीं दे रहा हूँ आपको, सब करके दे रहा हूँ in terms of that. So this is also part of a PMC to get you funding also.
Okay.
So currently I am working with the top 3-4. जैसे कि Mahindra is there, Birlas are there, Tatas are there, L&Ts are there. For this project, of course, you will get it. If not, at least you should make up the mind that at least the construction is done by L&T or Tata. So at least तुम्हारा building तो सही बनेगा, which you can say safely. कि you don't have to worry about the quality. दूसरा एक है कि now government says कि defect liability जो होता है, तो उसमें डाला है कि 5 years builder liability के 5 साल में कुछ हुआ तो builder आपको बना के देगा. लेकिन अक्सर नया कंस्ट्रक्शन 5 साल में कुछ होता है नहीं, वो 6ठे साल से चालू होएगा.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Jivani, for your time and the pleasure being with you. Thank you so much.